Hey y'all, what's going on? Happy Saturday night. I'm glad y'all made it. I barely made it. Y'all wore me out yesterday, but it's a good time. So I'm real happy to be here. We're gonna get into these rich folk business and talk about what they got going on and have us a few laughs. And then of course y'all know we got them back porch questions because y'all be really having it lit up in here. It ain't me, it's you. So listen, let's do the housekeeping first. Y'all please make sure you hit the like button. If you already hit the like button, thank you so much. If you ain't hit the like button yet, reach your hand out there and hit that bad boy and jump back in here. If you new and you not subscribed, go ahead on and subscribe. We have fun around here. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every time we go live and we up to something over here with the fam. Also, if you want to join channel membership, you want to become an official member of the Rhobh family, go ahead and hit the description box. There's a link for membership in the description box. It's a join button and also a membership tab on the main page for this channel. So listen, first of all, let me just tell y'all, if y'all missed the fall masquerade ball yesterday, you missed a treat. We had a blast. We had prizes, we had games, we had music, and we had some of the most beautiful ladies on YouTube up in that party. But don't worry if you missed it this time. We'll do it again. It might not be that type of party, but we're going to continue to bring y'all some new, innovative events. We ain't going to repeat ourselves too many times. And I can guarantee you it's worth every minute of it. We always have a great time. So I'm looking forward to the baby shower that's coming up in November. And y'all know movie night is coming soon, as well as y'all up there voting for a television series that y'all want me to cover that y'all know I would never, ever cover. But if y'all vote for it, I'm going to do it. Right now, it's looking like Queen Sugar is winning. I wish some of y'all would go vote and save my neck because I'm real scared. And I don't want to watch Queen Sugar. But if it wins, then I got to do it. You know, you got to do what you say you're going to do. So I appreciate y'all. Let me holler at everybody. And let's get into this business, okay? Angie, how you doing? Good to see you, sis. Love you. Hey, Spiller. Hey, Cece Miller, how are you? Queen Mermaid, how you doing? Sharon Foner, hey there. Hey, Lita, how you doing? Did you get your package? They said it was supposed to come through today. Helene Easley, what's up, sis? All right, good to see you. Good to see you, Barbara Parker. How you doing, Miss Barbara? I'm glad you made it in here tonight. Who else? Oh, the beautiful Lala Chanel. How are you? So good to see you up in here. Andrew Mack, what? You know Clawfoot Jordan, the only lady who's ever been on the Housewives whose toe knuckles could send up gang signs. Y'all know who she is. Oh, Clawfoot Jordan. Demi P, what's happening? I'm glad you made it, beautiful lady. All right. Deandra O'Neill, how are you? Amused, hey. How you doing? You made it in here on the porch with us? What? So glad to see you. So glad to see you. Listen, y'all come in, get comfortable, shoes off, unhook your bra straps, pull them wigs off, and let your scalp breathe. Hey, Vanessa, what's going on? Glad to see you too. Juanita is here. Okay, my DT is here. I didn't see him. Miss Sparkle. Hey, beautiful. How are you? Humble Beauty, what's happening? All right. Look, the whole crew is here. Y'all know I'm compulsive. I got to speak to everybody. Marilyn McGowan, how are you? Happy to be happy. Hey, sis. DS, hello, beautiful. How you doing? Ebony M, good to Lady 747. I'm glad I caught you. I need you to send your address. Everybody else that won door prizes, their stuff has been sent. Only yours is waiting. So come on. Give it to me. There's my DT. There's the beautiful Tracy Williams. How you doing, lady? Good to see you. Y'all sliding up in here? All right. Fatia, hello, beautiful. All right. You said you watched from Abu Dhabi. Well, I'm so glad that you're here all the way from Abu Dhabi. Glad to have you. Candy R. There's my So Debonair. How are you, handsome? Y'all better show my baby some love. I'm so happy you're here. My Small Space, how are you? Imani Taylor, how you doing? All right. Just Jules JG, Wani up in here. Look, now we got a party. Listen, We just gonna dig in. Anybody else come in, y'all greet them for me. Y'all know the rules. Greeting people and showing love and making people comfortable is not just moderator business. It's not just Nitra business. That's royal family business. So make sure that you make everybody that walks through that door feel comfortable tonight. All right, y'all. Let's get into this gossip. Hey, Veronica. So listen, y'all know the rules on the porch. We start with the light and we go to the heavy before we get them grown people questions up and through here. Okay? I'm feeling a little bit better, so I figure let's go ahead and act up. Let's go ahead and act up. If y'all with it, I'm with it. All right? So, well, what's the lightest thing we can start with? Well, let's start with the city girls. It don't get no lighter than that. That ain't even nothing serious. That ain't serious at all. Well, y'all know. If you don't know, let me be the one to tell you. It's some rumors that they supposed to be trying to break up. Now, I don't know if I believe that, y'all, because the one they call Young Miami, Carisha, I think is her name. Is that her name? Whichever one Young Miami is, the one that they were saying was dating Diddy. Now, she said that they ain't breaking up. So I'm tempted to believe her because she would know more than anybody. Plus, it's kind of like, what's the point of lying about it if people gonna find out anyway? So we'll see. We will see. But this is, I think, what caused the rumors. That is the right one, so debonair? Okay. Because I don't never know when I got the names right. Some of these children, they all look the same. They're real cute girls, and they apparently all go to the same hairdresser and plastic surgeon. Okay? But I think what started the rumors was that they started working on solo projects with other people. Now, they're saying the girl JT is working on a solo project with Summer Walker. Now, that should be interesting because, you know, ain't Summer Walker that girl that was originally one of the Dirt Defenders talking about she don't bathe on the regular? Ain't that her? Okay. Well, she working on a project with JT. And then they saying that the Young Miami girl, is she working on a project with Quavo. So I think that people have a hard time deciphering that people can be in a group and still work on solo projects. So I think they still together, but the rumors are out there. Plus, there was some cryptic tweets and stuff going on. Hey, April C. What's up, beautiful? So people really didn't know exactly what time it was, whether it was, you know, whether they together, not together. But according to them, they still together. And we gonna see. Even though people were saying that they really don't seem like they've been the same ever since JT was dating that boy that had the infinity stone in his forehead. Because that was a little special. That's right, y'all. Hit that like button. That's right. That's right. They'll say it's good for them to branch off and come back together. Yeah. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. It's just dancing, baby. That's right. So I think it's all good. I think it's all good. You know, let it be what it is. So anyway, that's on the light side. And also on the light side, what's the lighter side? The lighter side. Because see, you know, the gossip got a little deep this week, y'all. But let me see. Oh, I don't know. That's heavy. Well, this ain't heavy. Let's talk about Joel Osteen, shall we? Now, y'all know I don't cut for him no kind of way, no day, no, not tomorrow, not ever. Well, apparently, y'all, he is paying back that $4.4 million PPP loan. That's right. You heard what I said. $4.4 million PPP loan that he got for that mega church. Now, mind you, they making a whole lot of money, and they ain't lost no money due to no Carnival 19. So I'm not exactly sure how that went, but he paying the money back. Now, apparently, what I'm hearing is they paying the money back because the public got a hold to this information, and the public started making noise. That's right. The people, the village has spoken, and the village said pay that money back. Because if not, y'all know he was going to try to get some forgiveness for it. You know, he's a shady little character. We saw that during Hurricane Harvey. But I ain't going to get into all that. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Just Jules JG says, Summer don't bath and feed her baby. She give her baby veggie juice. Yeah, I thought that's what I heard. That's what I thought I heard. You say JT under Little Lucifer's mind control. Is that, wait, if that was true, he probably in the middle of that. Oh my God. Y'all call that boy Little Lucifer. I thought he was trying to be Thanos. That's right. Too many names to type, honey. And it's too many pretty girls. You'll get a carpal tunnel trying to dress all these gals separate. Hey, Linda. Yeah. You don't know him? Joel Osteen. That's the one that what's the name of that church Joel Osteen got over there on 610? Is it Lakeside? Lakeview? Something with a lake, but it's a mega church. Now I know during Hurricane Harvey, people was coming up to the church trying to get in, and they had the church locked. And he went on the line talking about it was damaged and whatever, and they weren't keeping people out. And somebody went live on, I believe, Facebook at that time to show exactly what it was. Okay, I don't know. He ain't got to scam them, child. They all drinking the Kool-Aid, DT. They all drinking it. JC, hey boo. She done made it. Helene say it's all love. Everybody can make money on the side and come back together. That's right. They need to leave them girls alone. Everybody clown them, but everybody watch them too. Hey, Chanel D. Queen. All right. Vanessa say Joel Osteen is the motivational speaker. He's not no pastor. Pay the money back, sir. Exactly. That's what it is, Lita Lakewood. I knew it was something with a lake because I ain't never set foot in there, and I don't think I'm going to. But they say he write plenty good books and people be buying the books. So Joel, they say his net worth is somewhere around $40 million. Sir, I believe you can pay that money back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did that. No, he ain't no friend to the community because people was in trouble after Harvey. Harvey was nasty over here in Houston. A lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people lost everything they had. And a lot of them people went to that mega church. And when they went up to that church looking for help, they found absolutely none. So, yeah, Joe, go and run that cash back, baby. Run it back. So that's also on the lighter side because I ain't finna drag him. I'm going to let you know who deal with him. But y'all know what it is. So now we can get a little bit heavier. Let's dig a little bit heavier. Have y'all been paying attention to Claudia Clawfoot Jordan going up against Phaedra Parks? Phaedra, I'm too smart to be messing with you, Parks. Honey, listen. Now, apparently this whole mess started, right? With Shamari DeVoe. Y'all know Shamari. That's Ron DeVoe wife, the one that was on RHOA for all of 5 minutes and was on the show drinking real good, looking crazy, and putting her hands on other women's pocketbooks. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that went up in Nene's bathroom, throwing up, making it nasty. The same night they tried to act like Nene was a raving lunatic because them people went forcing their way in her bedroom after she said, come on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So that was interesting. Anyhow, well, her and Claudia was sitting up there drinking. And they decided that they was going to clown Phaedra. Now, I don't know what made them do it, but they went to talking trash, child, talking about she lost all of Bobby Brown cases. Has she ever won a case? They went to talking trash, talking about if y'all ever heard of her winning a case, put a 1 in the chat. Like they was doing a lot. And for no reason, because I'm like, girl, Claudia, who pressed your button? I don't know who pressed her button, but somebody did. And I feel like she almost always just looking for attention. She'll throw shots at anything possible just to get attention. And it just really made me, I don't like her no way. Let me not even front. I just don't like her. She colorist as hell. She problematic as hell. And I ain't really feeling her. Simple as that. Hey, Symphony Love. What's up? Lord, y'all look at DT. Hey, E. Davis. Somebody, Claudia Jordan's corn toes. She can't even talk about winning a case when she spread it wider than the entire continent of Europe. Oh, my God. I'm dead. Egypt, we live now, baby. Ain't we? But I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Shamari's a sweet girl and fun to hang around. I believe that. Shamari looked like a whole lot of fun. But what I didn't understand is why Shamari was going along with that mess with Claudia. See, Claudia be looking for attention. And I don't know how Shamari got sucked into it, but she kind of did. You dig what I'm saying? She really got sucked into it. And Phaedra, in true Phaedra form, y'all, Phaedra clap back. Listen, Phaedra got it. And she come with them real slick, shady, cold reads. Yes, Just Jules JG, you saw what DT said, wider than the continent of Europe, honey. I'm telling you. Oh, Symphony Love came in strong with a 30-pound sledgehammer. Say Shamara is sweet, but a drunk. She should have failed the F back. Wrong road. You ain't lying. When you know you ain't got a mouth to go up against somebody, I wouldn't have said that girl name. I wouldn't have did it. And I'm not a Phaedra fan just like that. But you gotta, give credit where credit is due. If you ain't got a mouth to keep up with Phaedra, leave Phaedra alone. Yeah, she came back with the classy read. But let me tell y'all what Phaedra said, honey, before I tell y'all about the stunt that Clawfoot tried to pull after that. See, this is why I don't like this heifer. Hey, Velma. Okay. So this is what had happened after they made them comments about she not winning cases and whatnot and X, Y, and Z. Phaedra said some of the girls are begging for work and pleading for attention. Thank you, Lord, for all my jobs. Now, that's all she had to say, and she ain't had to say no more. Wait just a minute, y'all. We got company on the porch. Hey, cousin.
What's up, cousin? I'm happy to be here right now.
I'm glad you fell through, man. That's what I'm talking about. I love when family come by the porch. Now,
I know. All you got to do is hit my line, and I'll be there. Count on me to stick and thin. A friendship will never end.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen, we up here talking about Phaedra Parks and Claudia Clawfoot Jordan, honey. How these girls are clashing. The girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. Yes, they around here snatching wigs and throwing them everywhere. Ladies, y'all got some wig emojis in the royal family emojis. Y'all need to go on and spam the chat with wigs so we can talk about how these girls is throwing these wigs. They snatching wigs right now. So let me read what Phaedra said one more time since our cousin made it to the porch. Y'all show AT2 some love in that chat. Y'all know how we do. We friendly around here. Phaedra said, and I quote y'all, some of the girls are begging for work and pleading for attention. Thank you, Lord, for all my jobs. Now, see, that thing cut deep, and I'm going to tell you why. See, first of all, Claudia always begging for attention. That girl would try to pick a fight with a broom closet to get attention.
Right. And she'll say anything just to get a viral reaction.
Yes, she will. Oh, yes, she will. And it's bad because, to me, that's the cheapest way to try to get attention on social media. If you ain't got no personality, just try to pick a fight with anybody, even somebody who don't know you. Phaedra barely know Claudia. Let's just be real. What the hell is really going on? So
were they on that season together of Housewives?
They were, I think, they were on there together.
Because Claudia only got one season.
Yeah, she's a one and done. You know that girl get fired from everywhere. She got fired off Ricky Smiley. She got fired off there. She over there hanging on by a thread at Flop Soul. And the only reason she hanging on there because that ain't nothing but a Zoom call that they put on online. Come on now.
You ain't lying about that. All it is Zoom. I feel like they should do StreamYard like we do. At least it look a little bit more professional. But they just doing a Zoom call. Shit, we do that and we probably get more views than they do.
You better say it again. And I bet you we got more talent. We ain't got to go around here picking fights with people. First of all, let's just dissect that bull crap that came out their mouths, shall we? Now you sitting up here trying to dissect and decipher how many cases a lawyer won with no law degree. Who does that?
Right. And my thing is that, damn, Claudia, you should be worried about holding on to your own job. What you doing worrying about Phaedra's jobs? What is he?
Yo, because she ain't worried about her job because if they fire her, all she got to do is turn on her own computer. She right back in business because that's all she doing. She's a Zoom call. They can't stop her from getting on Zoom.
Right. She got the login and everything like that. She can easily log into Zoom.
Or she can set up her own Zoom account. That girl don't need them people for that.
You basically could have started your own network, just do a Zoom call. Shit, that's all you need to do is a Zoom call to have your own network? Shit.
That's it. AT2, let me find out you got your own network over there and you ain't gave a Negro a job. Let me find out.
We working on that. It's in the works. Don't worry. Okay. I'm definitely going to let you know when it happens.
That's right. All I need is a job. All I need is a job.
We're going to be bigger than Flop Soul.
Yeah, let me be the cook. I want to be the resident cook at the AT2 network. Linda Fauntleroy say Funky Dineva is keeping that show alive. Now let's be real. Now you know what? Let's be real. No matter what you may think about Quentin, real is real. The boy got personality. You know, he says stuff that's relevant. It's funny. He keep people listening. Ain't nobody listening to Claudia. Don't nobody want to hear what. That's why every man come anywhere near her, take off like somebody fired a starter pistol. Everything.
But I feel like Funky Dineva could do his own show. You know, like I feel like his own YouTube is probably more popping than Fox Soul. So I don't know why he doing Fox Soul when he can just do his own thing.
See, I'm gonna tell you what I think, and I could be wrong, but this is just my opinion. I feel like the only reason he's agreeing to do that is because it's Fox. It's branded as Fox. So I think to them they feel like it gives it more relevance. But in reality, it's pretty pitiful. It's still a Zoom call, man.
And like I know Koviana is still real and stuff like that. However, y'all should be, if you backed by a big company like Fox, why are y'all not back in the studio? Why are y'all on Zoom?
Well, see, that's what happened when they put the soul on it. See, that's what you missed, AT2. When they put the soul on it, it was like, you Negroes stay on Zoom. That's why they put soul. You know, anytime somebody start talking about soul, they talking about black folks. So you know,
at first it was Fox Zoom, but then there was like, hold on, let's make it for black people. Soul.
Right. So when everybody else go back to the office, you will understand that you're not welcome in the office because you got soul. So you stay on that Zoom call is what you do.
They ain't never been to the Fox building. They ain't been to the Fox corporate office. Like they just literally had an interview on Zoom.
And they gave them the login. I'm telling you, that's the whole thing right there. Like they really getting played and it's real pitiful. But she tried it. So after Phaedra came back and she cut, let me tell you, this heifer, this is why I don't like Clawfoot. This is why I don't like her. And it's not just because her toes, you know, is throwing up a set that I really don't believe she Compton Crip, even though her toes keep saying that. But
right.
It ain't because of that, because I'm not no blood. But I just, it's the bull crap she do. Now, she called herself clapping back, but it was real weak, and it almost looked like she was reading it, okay? Like if you go over there to Bravo Shade Room, I think they got it playing on Instagram. So she's sitting up there with that monotone, dry voice. First of all, I want to know what in the Tammy Faye Baker was going on with that makeup. This heifer had red rouge on her cheek, like she was on the #1 Usher board. Like the only thing missing was the white gloves, but I'm gonna let her make it. I ain't gonna go in. So she's sitting there. Oh, I can clap back. I got more on you than you got on me. And then you bringing up stuff that happened on the show, talking about, oh, I know about you in the air mattress. Everybody know about her in the air mattress because her and Apollo was talking about it on the show. So it sounds like you know the same things we know. You know good well that girl don't let you move in her circle. Not if she hang around people with education. Claudia, girl.
Right.
Stop.
And why are you bringing up old stuff? You know what I mean?
Right. Ancient
Anybody
history.
can do that.
Thank you. Because if people want to bring up old stuff, we can bring up all them people's husbands she done gapped her legs open for, allegedly. Now, yeah, allegedly. Then she go hollering about, oh, it was a low blow to mention about, you know, the Shamari and her drinking. It was a low blow for you to start discussing somebody's degrees when you don't have one, in my opinion. Then she pulled a dog whistle. This the part that pissed me off. What up, Plum? So the part that really pissed me off now was she talking about, don't be talking about women's empowerment and protecting black women, and you out here being a CUNT or see you next Tuesday. First of all, Claudia, your clear side showing. Black women don't call each other CUNTs.
Right.
I have never met a black woman that called another black woman that.
That was how it's going to be women empowerment and you calling another woman a CUNT. Like we all know, like that's a big no-no.
Right. And what pissed me off more is why are you trying to blow a dog whistle? People love to do that when they can't keep up with your reads. Then it's like, oh, you're a woman. You're for woman empowerment. How could you say X, Y, and Z? What you don't get, you can't slap me and tell me how mad to get.
Right.
So when somebody clap back, they just clap back. I'm gonna need you to go and take that L, baby, and go on with them dog whistles.
If you call somebody out, expect it 10 times worse.
Right. That's the part that didn't make no sense to me.
Don't be crying,
Right. And then to blow the dog whistle. Because, see, that was for people to come running out the bushes. Oh, Phaedra, how could you? Listen, cut the crap. You don't, people have this misconception that if you're positive or you try to do anything positive, that you got to take abuse or whatever. We might like Jesus, but ain't none of us acting like him. You like, let's be
right.
You not.
We all a work in progress.
Yeah, if you slap me, I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm telling you, I'm not. Don't expect it. Don't look for it. Whoever told you that, they lying. It ain't happening. So I thought it was interesting, but it just really let me know, like, it's a reason why I don't like this chick. Like, she's straight slime. But speaking of slime, let's slide on over to Kodak Black. Y'all, he back in the gossip rags again. Have you been following this clown AT2?
I heard a little bit about what's going on with his mental health and stuff like that, and he's asking for help. Now, is he just trying to get out the state, or he just doing this for like? Because I'm pretty sure he can get help where he's at.
Nah, I believe so too. Because everybody knows Florida. I'm a Florida girl. Florida got some of the best doctors in this country. I would say hands down, some of the best doctors you're gonna find is gonna be New York, Florida, California. That's every day, all day. Okay, ain't no shortage of doctors. Ain't no shortage of psych specialists or nothing else. I don't want to say that he's not really feeling what he say he feeling just in case, but it does look a little fishy.
Right.
You petitioning the judge trying to get out the state, then you gonna sit up there and tweet. Let me read this ridiculous these tweets. I ain't gonna judge him. I'm gonna hold that.
Mental health is important. We ain't gonna judge.
Yeah, mental health is important. He says, sitting in my room crying, feel like killing myself. Okay, one, that's heavy. I hope he wasn't pretending. Because when you just flat out say it like that, if you doing that to manipulate people, that's pretty low down. But
right, I don't like that.
fishy. Right, and let's be honest, with this man and his color issues and his comments that he done made by dark-skinned Black women, I have a hard time having any empathy for him in the first place. That's why my skin might not be dark. I am my sister's keeper, and I feel a certain type of way about it. Okay, but I'm still trying to be fair because we don't want him to do nothing to himself. Then he tweeted, so lonely, depressed, sad, and effed up. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. I'm everywhere. Friends playing in my head. Girls playing with my heart. Child, what girl came anywhere near you for free? How was somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you make these statements, okay, all of it got to add up. And I was starting to find some sympathy somewhere underneath the foot of my bed until he said girls was playing with his heart. How, Sway? How, Kodak? Ain't a woman alive, aside from your mama, came anywhere near you for free.
Right.
So
you is ugly.
Company, how did you put your heart in that, sir? How? See, this is the thing. But it gets worse. Now, his producer? His producer embarrassed the hell out of him. You saw that when he tried with Megan?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, my God. Y'all, I am not ready. So the producer decides that he gonna embarrass himself and Kodak and everybody else. Lord Symphony Love said oogly. Really? Are we making new words for this man? Oh my God. Do you see how they act over here? The snipers are ready to go.
I love that. Oogly.
Oogly.
I was gonna say fugly, but I thought this was a children's show.
No, ain't no children over here. We got some grown ladies. But all the children going to bed, even the grandbabies, we done sent them Negroes to bed too. So ain't no
okay, good. But
all right,
ugly.
Ugly, just ugly as hell. And so then his producer makes this statement online. Been in your writing camps with all your co-writers. You are definitely not the talent behind any of your records. Go cling on that bottle and recut that verse one more time. You didn't match the reference they wrote for you. And this was in response to this girl literally minding her goddamn business. She ain't said nothing about Kodak. Ain't nobody said nothing about Kodak. Hey, darling, I didn't understand it. The girl was literally sitting up there commenting on the what was it, like the tweet spam page, the rude comments that people leave under her post. Ain't said his name. Ain't nobody called his name once, not one time. Lord, Angie say the ugliest stick. No, he's the whole damn tree. Oh my God.
The whole tree.
The whole tree. He got lost in the forest.
Including the roots. The roots underneath everything.
And now I want to pass out. AT to the roots. Are you going to join the snipers? I try to cool the snipers off. You sitting up here passing
them bullets. We just called it like we see it, right?
Oh, gosh. Yo,
we cousins. So, just the cousins watch it. Nobody else, just the cousins.
Just the cousins. That's all. Just the cousins. But it was just so crazy. Like the people were dragging him and the producer. The people, the village came together and spoke, and the village said, go to hell, do not pass go, do not collect $200. That girl ain't said your name. She ain't called for you. And what I'm trying to figure out is why all these big, bad, rough and tough, Billy Bad A, Willie Lump type cats, you super bad. But y'all real quick to try to get in a tongue wrestling match with women. Who does it?
Right. I don't know if it's like the challenge or like, you feel like you can pick on somebody that's weaker, but it just seemed like, why would you even go after her and for what reason,
For nothing. Just for nothing. It was like, okay, she hot and he not. So let's just attack you.
Right. It sounds like jealousy.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm going to step up to somebody who's actually going to challenge me. Let me step up to a woman, get a little clout, get a little relevancy that way,
Lord, and here comes the head sniper, Mimi. She said, a gremlin with a grill, Jesus. Help somebody. I have no words because when you spot on, Mimi, you spot on. A gremlin with a grill.
No lies told.
No lies told. Mimi always speaking the truth. She, she reads from the book of Nigalations. And she's always on point. So Kodak, we want to feel sorry for you, but I'm gonna need you to put your producer on the leash and all y'all to get yourself together. Cause all of this started because he did some interview. We were talking about him on the porch on Thursday, talking about he want credit for a line in her song. Like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? That would be like me running through social media and wherever, like I want credit every time somebody copies something I do. It's called inspiration. Right. Somebody might see you and decide they want to do a little bit of what you do. What up, Pisces B? You want the link? Let me know. Come holler. But for real, it's like you can't do that. Sometimes people might see something you do and they might think it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But for a line that she used, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's a line that everybody been using. You want credit because you said it first. Well, let's keep it all the way real. I'm one of the first people that called Giselle Gizzard Neck. I ain't running around here mad. I want credit. Don't you call yourself Gizzard? No. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? If you say something that's funny or it's catchy and people grab it, they talking about it. Pat yourself on the back. You literally just became a pop culture history. You became a part of pop culture
history. We influence each other,
Facts. As long as it ain't straight plagiarism. Now, if I jump on here and I glue some, some cuckaburs or anything to my chest and start talking about, look at my taco meat and just trying to act just like AT2, then you supposed to call me out. You're supposed to be like, goddamn well, you raggedy for that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like something you say that's funny and then we all grab it and go, it is what it is. I've been calling Claudia Clawfoot. If somebody called her Clawfoot, I ain't mad. The hell, she has buzzard talons. So if people start saying that, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like he went too far, but because he tried it and it didn't work, you know what I'm saying? That didn't work. Then now we just gonna attack this girl. Straight up.
Right.
Look at this. Just Jules Jay-Z.
We just gonna go ahead and attack her just because.
Just because she's a woman. Just Jewel say Gizzard Neck and Secret Squirrel. Those are some classics. Candice gonna always be Secret Squirrel to me. Lord, look, your fan is back. Your number one fan back, AT2.
Thank you, JC. I appreciate that. Don't worry. I still got some taco meat left for you. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I love it. Love it. So listen, every time I think there ain't no more, there's more. Since we talking about these silly people over at Bravo, we're gonna give them an honorable mention. A quick honorable mention. Apparently, your girl Akara was at the reunion. Y'all know who we talking about. Azkaban, Abu Dhabi. Okay, she was at the reunion. I'm waiting to see how that turns out. And apparently, we got Candice versus Ashley in the upcoming episode, and they're going through this slave driver versus overseer argument. This has got to be the stupidest argument I ever seen in my life.
Right.
Have you been following? The fact that Ashley's digging up this old stuff, what's your take on that?
You know what I think it is? I think sometimes, because it seems like they've been beefing, Ashley and Candice have been beefing for like ever, right? Mm-hmm. And they both, I feel like they both kind of want the same spot. And I hate saying it like this, but they both Black women with the white husbands. And originally Ashley was the one, and now here come Candice. And then but the thing about Candice, it's hard to like her. Am I wrong?
No, you telling the truth. Because I still don't like her. I still don't like her. I'm sorry. I just don't. And it's like, and it's not because she's not a pretty girl. She's a very pretty girl.
She's beautiful.
She is. And I like her mama.
Her mama need to take her spot, though. The mama need to be on the show instead of Candice. The Candice need to be the friend.
That's what I've been saying the whole time. Get rid of her. Bring in Mama Dot. Dot is a real one, and she actually got the money. She ain't got to wait for her mama to give her no allowance.
She ain't faking it.
Facts. And see, Vanessa said it was downright offensive mentioning slave master behavior. See, this is the thing. The girl didn't even say that. She said her overseer. And this was old. Like, this ain't new stuff. I'm telling y'all what I think, right? What I'm thinking is, I feel like Ashley has not been dead center in the drama. She tried to get in it. It didn't work. She got bumped off because Wendy went to dragging. Wendy was snatching people edges out. Like, real talk, everybody understand what it is and what it ain't. What you don't do is bother with Wendy's husband or her children. Man, your business.
They backed off quickly.
They backed up off of that because that girl played no games. Lord, look at Mimi. Talking about Ashley married a booty burglar. I'm through. Boy, Mimi take all the air out of my chest.
Listen, Ashley's smart. She getting that check. She realized she had to pop out a couple of kids. She got to stay married for like 5 years. I think she made the 5th year or something like that. She realized she had to pop out a couple of kids, stay married for 5 years, might even last for another 5 years to make sure she get that money. But I think Ashley probably got her thing on the side, and that's why she don't mind.
But and I agree with that, because I have dubbed those children ATM and Moneybag Yo. Them kids is there to get their mama paid. Now they ready to go. But now I'm gonna tell you, I feel like this was Ashley trying to insert herself in the Mia versus Candice drama. This is Mia versus Candice, Ashley. Ashley in that forehead trying to push her way in. And I'm gonna tell you, her forehead has disturbed me this whole season. I'm sorry. It always bothered me, but I don't know whether she wore some wig, because I know you don't know about women's fashion and hair and stuff. But sometimes when you try to wear them lace fronts, if they put that glue too close, it'll snatch your edges. I feel like her hairline
would be gone.
Right. I think her hairline was scooted back. I think it scooted back on us about another inch or two. And it's dangerous when a hairline scoot and you already got that forehead like Peebo Bryson. And she had that Peebo Bryson forehead already. So she been giving us Pennywise the clown, and I feel like Pennywise was trying to get in by any means necessary.
Any means necessary, yep.
Because Chris and Mr. G, they cool. They like being men. Like, look, Y'all women arguing, y'all can argue. You do what you do. We can't stop you. Us men, we gonna be cool. So the fact that she tried to jump in it, it's like, girl, bye. Only thing this girl did the whole season was pop out her boob and breastfeed. Like, girl, this is not 1986, and that ain't gonna make no headlines.
Right. Well, she was the one that told Wendy that Giselle was talking about the scandal, of the cheating husband and all that stuff. So I mean, she did kind of break that. I guess that's her only claim to fame this season.
That was her only contribution.
Yeah.
So here she is.
Like Michael need to go back to cheating on her again. So she gotta, he needs to start cheating again so she can have a storyline for next season.
But you know what, you're right. But at this point, AT2, is it even still cheating? Everybody knows what this man does.
It's an arrangement. It's not cheating. It's an arrangement.
Facts. Yes, CC Miller, that Peebo Bryson. She got that Peebo Bryson hair on.
I mean, if you was married to a millionaire, you'd probably be all like, okay, well, let me just make sure I calculate the money and make sure, I add in the years and the kids. I don't care what you do. You probably do the same thing.
Listen, I'm not mad at her at all. Count your money, baby, and don't forget to carry the one. Always carry the one. Okay? Thank you. And put your decimal point in the right spot. Right. I'm all for it. I applaud her. I hope the best for little ATM and Moneybag Yo. I hope they help their mama get paid. Bring in that bag. Watch the bag. But I'm just like, girl, stop trying to insert yourself in drama. This is between Mia and Candice, and I'm to be honest, I'm tired of that to an extent because they keep trying to, they trying to paint Mia as some sympathetic victim when we done set up here and watch this girl systematically attack and lie on people ever since she drug her and that lunch meat on the front of her face on this show. That's lunch meat. Those are not real lips. You're not finna convince me that's not Oscar Mayer.
Damn. What do you think about because it seems like Candice is alluding to it, but she's not saying it. She's saying that there's some kind of colorism issue. Have you been getting that too? That she's alluding to that or no?
She's always alluding to it. Now she tried it last season. Season before last when it came to Ashley. Anytime Ashley come up or anybody who's light complected, Candice blows the colorism whistle. She does it. Now, do I see some colorism? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. However, it ain't the way she playing it. The colorism that I'm seeing right now is that people are very easily swayed that somebody that's real clear complected is naturally a victim. That hooker ain't no victim. I'm sorry. She ain't. Mm-hmm. Simple and plain. So that's the only place I see colorism, and that's just in the eyes of the public. And the truth of the matter is, that's something that our community has struggled with. It's something deep-seated. And this is not coming from Bravo. This is just coming from the people. Chair say Ashley admitted last season her and her husband slept with others prior to pregnancy. Yeah, she did say that. That's why I say, how is it cheating? It's as bad as when people try to say Todd cheating on Candy. How you cheat on somebody when y'all got an open door policy? It's the whole Cirque du Soleil in your room. It's the Universal. You got Grand Central Station around there, as long as they sign an SDA.
Right. I think Ashley next storyline, somebody's gonna leak a sex tape. I feel that way. With Michael probably doing something. I think that's the next storyline.
Yo, first of all, whoever leaks a sex tape of Michael Darby need to be skinned alive and rolled in salt. Don't nobody want. Can you imagine the liver spots that's gonna show? Jesus, help us, Lord. DT, thank you for the super chat. Says Michaela Nosferatu, Quasimodo Darby, and Christina Felonious Gru Bassett probably put their toes in the Pennywise placenta eater and Sandy Cheeks Candice Daly. Y'all are terrible. Not the toes.
Terrible. But I love it though. Terrible.
Lord, see, Mimi say Mia is a victim to the surgeon. Yes, that's who she need to go after.
Yeah, she's addicted to the surgery as well.
Hey, sure. But listen, if you're going to be addicted to surgery, then I need you to also be addicted to revision surgery. There's a such thing. When the doctors botch you and they do you wrong, go and see them again. Let them get it right. Because this here, that lunch meat.
I think Mia has her angles where she looks good. You know, everybody got their angles. Like from this angle right here, I look like Denzel, but from this angle, I look like AC2. You know, so everybody got their angle. She looked good from an angle.
Listen, I said that too. Because when she first came on the show, I can't say that I thought she was pretty, but I thought she was nice looking. But what happened was, hey Lorene, what had happened was the production and the cameraman played her. They zoomed in on her face, and everybody saw the ugly truth.
Right. I don't know if it's that she looks like, I don't know if the reason why she looks like money is because she looks fashionable or because she looks so plasticky. You know, I don't know what makes her look like she has money.
I think it's the plastic. I think it's the fact that, the fact that little mama can throw a whole Tupperware party by her goddamn self. She don't need nobody at all. At all. My bad. I should have waited till you went. Listen, she can pack sandwiches. She can pack tuna and chicken salad. She got fruit cut up, everything, just in different compartments.
Right.
Okay. So that's the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. That's why she couldn't take it from Ashley, baby. You right. But this the thing. Mm-hmm. Mia ain't no victim, man. Like I say, the cameraman played her. I'm going to give it to her, straight up. If I got to be real, the cameraman played the hell out of Mia. Because from a distance, when they put that filter on there, that Susan Lucci filter, where it's off in the distance, where they shine the light and make it blurry.
Yeah.
It don't look all right. They zoomed in on her. And if that wasn't bad enough, then they got her from the profile where you could see the lunch meat hanging off her mouth. I say, They wrong. But see, the cameraman, Bravo got some of the shadiest, meanest cameramen ever. They did Mama Dot wrong too. They zoomed in on her tracks last time.
Oh.
They did.
They're the worst, I swear. The production, the cameraman, they all shady as hell.
Yep. They do them
so wrong.
Yeah. And see what's bad is the fact that I think that's why we're noticing Ashley's forehead so bad. I think that's why, because they keep, it's like they trying to make these women look real crazy. And let me say this, because see, Gabor said it, and I'm going to bring it back up. I feel like they low-key be watching us on YouTube and repeating what we say.
I feel that way too. Yeah.
Because if you recall, Gabor was the one that called me a handsome. The next thing we know, here comes Secret Squirrel. That's Candice. Calling this girl handsome. And we know they be watching Sherelle's World because Chris had the nerve to be talking about he was going to fight brother-in-law. You ain't finna fight here because we jump people around him.
Right. And trust me, Perry will whoop his ass. So let's just put it
Clearly. So, hey, Miss Believe, hey, G, darling. So it's the point of you watching the show, then you go back repeating other people's reads like you did something clever. Girl, the only thing clever you did, Candice, was show us that even with squirrel paws, you can hold a pen. That's the only thing you showed us so that you can type with them things.
Right. And you are right about that because they'll go in and edit the episode according to what social media says and stuff like that. So they edit it. That's why the footage, like the cast sees, like because they're supposed to get it early or whatever. Sometimes it's different from what they get because they base it off of what's going on social media and they're able to add things,
Yeah.
It's a lot they do.
Right. And they go
they're
around.
Inspired.
Yeah, they inspired. But I'm going to tell you, for them, I'm going to call that plagiarism. Straight up, when you sitting up trying to read somebody with stolen material, baby, don't be rolling around with stolen reads. Write your own material. Hook.
I want my money. Give me my money.
Yeah, run me my money. That's what I'm gonna need you to do. Because I found it real funny after we started clowning Ashley, calling her Pennywise the clown on account of her forehead. Because she do look like she'll tell you everything float down there. Tell the truth.
Right.
Okay. All of a sudden, now all she can talk about is that girl forehead. Girl, bye.
I feel like she could probably read minds too. You feel that way about Ashley? She can read your mind?
That's Mega Man, yeah. Yeah, she probably can.
She just go like this, and then she can read what you're thinking.
That's how she came up on the bag. That's how she came up on the bag. Hey, talk facts. So, I just be paying attention. I just be paying attention to how, we talk, we clown, we cut up, we dissect, we give commentary. And then mysteriously, the stuff we say off the cuff just being real, it gets, repackaged and retweeted and put in people's show. Like, come on, man.
Like
if you around here looking for material, cut the check.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Cut me a little piece. That's it.
Straight up. Hold on. What Deb say? Chris be trolling all y'all's channel and giving Candice the reads. I believe it. But this the only question, Deb. Do you think that joker screen recording with that apron on, or you think he actually writing it by hand?
He writing it by hand.
Lord, Lala say the next thing they're gonna be saying Gizzard Neck and Rhobh Base. If now I'm gonna tell you, if they start calling them two Gizzard Neck and Rhobh Base, I'm knocking on your door.
Right. You better get your check.
Y'all better run me my money. Now it's people stealing from me left and right. I feel like Little Richard. Little Richard said everybody stole from him. But y'all carry y'all funky behinds on Bravo with my stuff and see if I don't come knock on the door. Okay, we doing it Florida style. We're going to give you a chance to pay without the lawyer first, okay?
Right.
That part. So, next up on the mess list, y'all, DaBaby, or should I say the dummy, is back in the news, but this time it ain't his fault. You been watching?
No, what's been going on with DaBaby?
Well, I got to tell you. Let me read this super chat real quick. Hey, sis. Cheryl Thomas Hughes say, so glad I caught y'all on the porch tonight. Missed y'all last night. We missed you too, sis. We love you. Yeah. So let me tell you. So now I don't know how many of y'all know LA Truth or La Truth or however he say his name. I think he calls himself LA Truth. Now,
LA Truth, yeah.
You know him?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I seen him on Facebook first. They used to do all these dumb skits. They would set up stuff and try to act like it was real or whatever. And so all of a sudden his wife goes on social media trying to put it out there like DaBaby tried to holler at her through a third party.
Oh, I did hear about this.
Yeah. Symphony Love said what he do. He ain't do nothing this time, y'all. The man hands was actually clean. And it's very seldom can we say the dummy got clean hands. But the dummy had clean hands, y'all. His hands was clean as the driven snow. And I'm going to tell y'all that what they tried to do to the dummy was wrong. So it all started with her trying to put it out there, and she felt like he was disrespecting her husband because he working with her husband, and her husband is a rapper, and he know I'm married, and blah, blah, smackety. Now, she done gave us this whole soliloquy and this whole rundown of how she done been, hollered at before by athletes and this and that. So why all of a sudden this one you had to go public with, girl?
Right.
It just seemed like it was a setup, and we all know that LA Truth is good for trolling for attention.
Right.
Pretending to do charity, pretending to give to people, all kind of little messy stuff just to get attention. So it's like, okay, really? So she did that. She comes showing these quote unquote screenshots. She had the nerve to even claimed she had phone recordings or like a audio recording that never showed up. Yeah, she claimed all of that. So then when it came out to be a lie, now she done issued an apology. But the apology came after she tried to pretend like this man was threatening her and everything else. Like she listed all her reasons why she was insulted. One, he not only knows I'm married, was in the middle of doing business with my husband. I ain't nobody's bitch and disrespect my husband and my marriage. Some people would say you should just ignore it, but nah, this is the ultimate disrespect. And this man ain't said nothing to you.
Right.
You done made up this whole thing. And
he doesn't even know you.
Right. And see, when DaBaby made his comment back, she's like, oh, you trying to threaten me, and if you innocent people wouldn't be threatening nobody. Like she really doubled down on this crap. And then LA Truth was over there on Facebook flagging, pretending like this mysterious third party was the problem. Oh, y'all need to get her taken off social media. Some people will do anything. Yes, girl, clout chasing, but this is when clout chasing went wrong.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And first she said she wasn't gonna apologize, but then she apologized. And no, he apologized, not her. Or was it him?
It was him. It was LA Truth. He apologized. Yeah.
Yeah, talking about apology to DaBaby and his family. Thanks, fans, for doing your investigation and getting the truth from this girl who started it all. People have way too much time on their hands. What you mean? What you mean?
Right. It's too late. Damage already been done.
And the man tried to tell you, and it's so bad because he's such an unlikable person. They thought they was going to get away with it.
Right.
You know, that's what happened when
they thought they could continue with the slander and be all like, oh, ain't nobody going to care. Nobody going to check this out. But that wasn't true.
Right. Kind of like what Edward James almost is doing to Candice. You know,
ooh, that's true.
You pick an unlikable person, throw a shot, and everybody normally going to jump on your side because the person that you're throwing the shot at is unlikable.
Unlikable. Yep.
Okay. You was about to be in the streets. All right. Thunderstorm. Yeah, stay your butt inside. Don't get struck by lightning. We ain't got no money.
Yeah, no, right. We ain't got no insurance around here.
We ain't got no money. Don't hey, you better stay inside. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Keep your butt inside. Don't come calling no. Hey, come on. I'm just telling you.
Right.
But yeah.
Right.
I feel like they set it up. Anybody who's ever seen LA Truth on Facebook, they have seen how they set up all kind of stuff. They set up scenarios. They go out there. They troll for clout.
Right.
And I think this was another case of we just gonna troll for clout, and we gonna see what happens. We gonna see how it plays out. And I just feel like you got caught, and now you want to apologize.
That's basically what it is. They got caught, and then try to cover it up, do these fake apologies. No, it's already too late. When you say something like that, you know what I mean? It's certain things you can be all like, all right, you did this, but to make those crazy accusations like that, like, come on now. And you knew this shit wasn't going to turn out good.
Right. And then it was the fact that she doubled down on it for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was the double down and pretending like this man is threatening you and pretending like, it's like, girl, you doing too much, ma'am. You're doing way too much. And I just was like, wow. And it's bad because it was a lot of people that wanted it to be the truth just because, certain groups is mad with him at the moment. I don't like him. I don't like him no better than I did yesterday. I ain't never liked him. This dude has been way too disrespectful to black women. And I think that he was just an easy target. Now, I can be objective, but and I know most people won't.
When he punched that woman in the club, that's when he really should have been canceled.
Thank you. Now that's all I was saying.
Boom. Like
that should have been the end of that. That should have been the end of him. The fact that he did that and people were still rocking with him, I threw my hand up. I say, oh well, y'all letting us know what it is. If it's a sister, anything can go down. So that's why when the whole parking lot gate happened, I'm like, whatever, y'all too late.
Mm-hmm.
But because he's so unlikable, it's the same thing with Secret Squirrel. That's why Mia kept going in on her, trying to get the attention. But my bad, with James almost. That's why she kept going in on her, because it's like, hey, if she takes the bait, if she barked back, I'm automatically the victim.
Right.
And let me say this for the record. I know it ain't happened yet, and all we saw was the preview. But am I tripping, AT2, or was it a reach for Mia to be acting like her mama gonna relapse because somebody called her low budget?
It was a reach because I don't think that her mama probably would even hear about this until now when the show airs. But would her mama actually care about what somebody said on a TV show?
Yeah, especially low budget.
Right. I think if anything, what would make your mom relapse is maybe telling your story and bringing it up on national TV. I think that would more make her relapse than Candice saying low budget and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Right.
And not just bringing it up, bro. Bringing it up repeatedly.
Yes.
Repeatedly. Even down to she go on the trip over there with Bubba Sparks and them, and she talking about, oh, this is my first time leaving her with my kids and I'm scared. If I was her mother, that would have insulted me way more than a squirrel calling me low budget.
Right.
Like that, I'm just like, Mia, stop it. And the fact that she doing all of this reaching, all of this dramatizing, pretending to be upset over somebody saying the words low budget after she walked out there and called everybody in the room a bunch of broke bees.
Right.
And the fact that nobody sees any of this. And I'm sorry, just part of me is like, are y'all not seeing it because she clear adjacent? Like, what is this about? Mm-hmm. How are we really gonna pretend? Like, I know we don't like Candice. I'm not a Candice fan. After that crap she pulled with Kyle, never again. After the way she turned into a whole black Karen on Monique last season, never again. But I don't care if I don't like you. I gotta tell the truth.
You gotta be fair.
Gotta be fair. They're both dirty, and ain't no victims here. Ain't no victims. Now, both of them did make for some interesting TV because last season they bored me to death. All we heard about was Monique shifting her wig, and I'm tired. That was not even a real fight.
Drag me, Monique. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Do it again, AT2.
Monique. And she got what she asked for, so I don't know what the whole controversy was. You asked for it. I ain't gonna say beat my ass, and then when I play innocent, when you beat my ass.
But this is what's funny. I was trying to figure out, has Candice always known she couldn't fight, or did she only find out after she got her wig shifted?
I think because, Housewives is not Love and Hip Hop, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking that she didn't expect it to go that far. So when it did happen, she was all like, oh, this is what happens when you talk shit to people? Yeah. That's what happens.
Yeah, that's real. Mm-hmm. That's real.
I think she didn't expect it to go that far because, they don't really fight. Like, there's been certain things that happen, but they don't really fight on the Housewives, It's more like throwing drinks or flipping tables and stuff like that. But we haven't really seen too many physical fights on that show. I think that was probably the only physical fight.
No. You remember, well, not on that particular part of the franchise, but in Atlanta, Portia drugged the hell out of Kenya.
Oh, yeah.
Child, look who done stopped by my porch.
Hey, what's up?
Cutie pie. What's going on?
What's going on, y'all?
Child, not a thing.
Nothing much.
But better now that you here. Y'all hit the like button. My nephew up here. Y'all better hit that like button. If y'all don't, I'm going to shut the whole porch down. I'm kicking out all the citronella candles. I'm snatching your lemonade. I'm pouring out your beer. Y'all better hit that like button. I swear to God, I'll turn the lights off. Thank you.
Now listen, what's up, nephew? I love me some Mia. I do. I'm going to be very biased before we get in here. I love Mia because I feel like she's actually proven the point of Monique from last season for me. That's what I get. Because Candice know who to try, who not to try. But now that she got, her smacked in the back of the head a few times, she feels like she can do it even more because now she knows she's going to get sympathy from the viewers. So when Mia's trying her, she's like, well, girl, we ain't going to fight. I'm going to still give you what it is. And so I love Mia for that. I think that Mia's doing a good job. I think before this season started, Candice did an interview. She said that Mia hates them for they hates her. So if that was true before, then why are you backtracking now?
I don't know. See, I'm looking at the behavior, strictly behavior, not social media. Straight up, Mia got her part to play in this, just like Candice. Right. In my opinion, they both trifling as hell. And I started off liking Mia, but the more I watch Mia, when she lied on Giselle, oh, she called you a weak bee. Then they get back in there, you ain't saying none of that.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that comment, right? Mm-hmm. So when you build a house, right? Mm-hmm. If the foundation is weak, what does it do? It crumbles.
Yeah.
So I took it as I took it like that. I took it like she felt like she was basically calling you a weak bitch. Honestly, she did.
But Deb, had she went out there and said, "Girl, I feel like she basically called you one," that would have been cool. But the fact that she just bluntly said she called you a weak B, now that's when you're lying. Now,
I would have taken it the same way. I would have taken it the same way. Me and took it. You a weak bitch.
But you can take it that way. But when you deliver the message, you better deliver it like it was given. Cause see, they better be glad that it was accordion neck and not a real soul sister. Cause that might have went wrong. She'd have told a lie on me. I'd have plucked her ball. She'd have been sitting up there looking like she
lied. I don't feel like she lied. I feel like she interpreted the way that she interpreted it. She said if she gonna act like this every time she goes through stuff, she's gonna crumble. And I just thought about a foundation. If it's weak, it crumbles. It's weak. She added the word bitch to it.
Especially when you're on a TV show where they're going to show the clip of what you said. Like, come on now, you need to be a little bit more accurate than saying you could have said she implied, or I think what she was trying to say, but you said verbatim, she said you a weak bitch.
Yeah, when you do that, you just a liar. And see, it don't take but one good time for me. Once I catch you tell one lie, everything else you say is suspect. Right. At this point, if Mia say the sky blue, I'm walking outside to check. Oh, you got the club lights on.
But I think right.
It looks like
I got the lights on, girl.
I also like the fact that she stood by her lie. She said, "You did." Like Mia's antics this season has been everything for me because it's almost like we got a Kenya Moore in the building. I think that Candice wants to be Kenya Moore so bad, but I feel like Mia is a Kenya Moore of Potomac for me, and I love Kenya.
I don't like her either.
I know. But I feel like we finally got our Kenya Moore of Potomac, though.
What I don't like is I don't like anybody, and this is why I don't like Candice. I don't like people who do low down and dirty crap and play victim.
Right.
That's what I don't like. Right. Kenya's good at being low down and dirty and playing the victim. She used her mama for a storyline, and in walks Mia and her lunch meat doing the same thing, low down and dirty, lying on people and trying to use her poor mother for a storyline. And both of them are reprehensible, in my opinion. If you know your mama's sobriety is that fragile, why would you drag your mama in front of cameras and try to make her look as bad as possible?
Well, her mother signed a contract.
No, it ain't nothing in your contract said you got to embarrass your mama.
I don't think that the contract said that, but I think that she knew that they were having this conversation about their relationship. I think what we learned from her mother and their relationship about the stuff that me didn't remember as a child, for some people who have had those type of relationships, I think one reason why I like Mia is because I can relate to Mia. I had a parent who's been on drugs. I've never been like adopted or anything like that, but I've dealt with this type of situation and how to rebuild a relationship with my father. So I relate to her on this situation, but I thought that it was really good to show this because there's a lot of people who have these type of relationships with their parent and they never get to see it. So this is a time, just like when the girls from Basketball was going through counseling, because we don't like it as Black people, we don't go to counseling, but they showed it. So I thought this was really good for me. I personally did. Like,
I'm not mad at her for showing some of it, but but to continue harping on it, the fact that she got up there to that little couples weekend, and the first thing that Oscar Mayer lips had to say was, "Well, I'm worried about my kids because this the first time I left them with my mama." You could have kept that to yourself. What was that to say about your mama? And you up here pretending like your mama gonna relapse because a squirrel called her low budget. Girl, stop. I still say and maintain, if she relapse, it's gonna be because you up here parading her around in front of cameras, telling people you scared about her watching your children. And this is after you sat up there and said that she lived with your sister and watch her kids every day. So what's so special about your children, Oscar Mayer, Edward James almost, that all of a sudden now your mama don't know how to take care of kids? Hooker, please. And if your mama is low budget and you sitting over there on all this big money, you such a big money heavyweight, why your mama ain't got a big budget? See, if you'd have sat there and told me my mama was low budget and I'm Big Bank Hank, I guarantee you I'd have told you a lie because my mama gonna always have bread. I ain't nowhere near rich, but you could never call Emily low budget because if I gotta go open up a vein, she gonna always dress good, look good, smell good, and she gonna always be able to talk trash. So Mia is raggedy, she's whack, and she lacking. And I'm gonna tell you another place where she lacked, because this is why I don't like this hoe. She sat up there and tried to gaslight them people. Oh, I was only asking because I'm a boss and I wanted to know who was in charge and I wanted to know if he was the husbander. You already knew it, ho, because we got you on camera talking to your husband about it. You had a whole scene with your husband discussing it. Then you get there talking about, oh, I just wanted to know. You ain't want to know. You already knew and you've been talking about it. But at the same time, now you a victim because this girl talking about them puddle jumpers you walking on. You mad because she asking you, you know, and basically clowning you for basically coming up off your back and your knees.
Yeah.
See, they're both bad people. Candice always saying something vile, low down, dirty, and nasty. And Mia just as nasty and low down and dirty. And she thinks she cute with it. And I feel like she thinks she gonna get away with it because of her complexion. Now, while your complexion may be yellow, baby, them potholes is deep. Now, that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I get you. I know you don't like Mia like that. We've talked about this before, but I still love Mia. So
I mean, you could like her, baby, but I can't do that hoe. She trifling, she's a liar, and she try to manipulate people. And I don't like people like that. That's nasty.
But she's good for the show, I'll say that.
Yes, she is.
I feel like her goal was to expose Candice, honestly. That's what I feel.
I feel like her goal was to secure a spot on that show. That's her goal because I
think Karen may have told her that before she came onto the show. Like, listen, this was goals on here because I think that Karen was the best preparer of a friend of a show to come on because Scott don't have no direction. So she came on and she's like, listen, this is what's going on in the show. This is what needs to be done. I feel like she took the notes from Karen and did her job. Because no one has ever been able to come at Candice like this. And
but
so
this is the problem.
It.
I do believe Karen gave her notes, and hats off to Auntie Karen. This is a We Love Karen station. I love Karen. But if her issue was, I'm going to go at Candice, which is not a bad strategy because Candice always take the bait. She would have went at Candice first, but that ain't what that hooker did. She tried it with Wendy, and when she found out Bubba Sparks ain't tongue-tied, she backed back because she knew what time it was. Then she tried it with hold on. Then she tried it with Rhobh Base. When she went to making Rhobh Base feel insecure about selling them 12 hats down to the Dollar General. Okay. Then she tried it. Then she tried it with Gizzard Neck. And she realized real quick that Andy and the Bravo machine is behind her, so you can forget that. She apologized quick and back. Her last resort was going at Candice. So she didn't come there to expose Candice. What that tramp did was run through the whole crew trying to find somebody she could pick a fight with, and she found the village idiot, and the village idiot took the bait.
So let me say this. I don't think Karen told her to just go in and gun for Candice. I feel like she was like, listen, girl, you got to go around the mulberry bush before you get here. Because if you do, we know what the assignment was. Karen is very strategic. That I do know. So I don't think that Mia was going to come in and automatically go to Candice, like start exposing Candice. Because Candice hasn't been really nasty this season until Mia showed up with her. Because even if you heard Candice say, she was like, well, I was nice to you. And she's like, okay. I mean, you didn't have, that was your choice. But so now that you did do it though, you know, now we're here. This is what's going on here. So I like the fact that Mia didn't come in just gunning for Candice. She tried it. She dabbled with Karen, she dabbled with Giselle, she dabbled with Robin, she dabbled with Wendy. But the real issue is Candice.
Well, what it was is Candice was the only one dumb enough to take the bait. And I'm sorry, in my book, you do not get no cool points for running around trying to pick fights. What she should have did was had genuine connections and interactions with these women, and the mess would have popped off anyway because these some messy heifers. Now that's just it and that's all. But the fact that she tried it with absolutely everybody, girl, bye.
But as a strategy, you can't come in and gun for the person that you're gunning for. Like, you got to make sure you read the room, you know, everybody. But the one you know is going to take the bait, because we all know Candice is going to take this bait. It's Candice. So yeah, I'm gonna come in and start stuff with. I'm gonna say Giselle has a beautiful soul. Then say the next season, talk to my manager. You know, with Robin, I'm gonna come in and they were like, girl, you don't even have a real relationship. Like, I feel like I think Karen gave her really good notes, and she's doing everything the right way, because now we're at Candice, and this is not going to stop for a while, because Candice and Ashley haven't stopped going at it for almost 2 years now. So
but my thing with that is, again. No cool points. This is not Survivor Island. This is the darn Housewives.
If you want to keep your job, it is, though.
Let me tell you something. The fact that her and her big mud mashers came on that show, stomping through there, running around trying to pick fights with people, lets me know she really didn't understand the assignment. You're not there to try to get people voted off the island. You're supposed to be having interactions and showing yourself as fun, messy, or whatever. The fact that she came there to try to manufacture arguments is whack. The fact that she constantly calling herself a boss when you ain't no boss, baby. You were just real good at using your head. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you started talking about how much money you got when we all know how you got it, boo-boo, that's whack. Everything about this chick is whack. The fact that you brought your mom on that show to try to humiliate her, and you got a whole squirrel, a whole rodent out here calling your mama low budget because you showing her on TV with a drawstring ponytail. You're whack, Mia. Everything about you is whack, Mia. The fact that you got your lips done, they done deflated, and you won't even buy a bicycle pump to pull them back up. You're whack. Everything about her is whack. Period. Hands down.
I think she also wanted to make sure she secured her spot, because we see the Ascala, she's just kind of there, and we don't really know what her purpose is. But when we see Mia, she really came in strong, and I think that's why they casted her as a housewife. With Ascala, we're not getting the same thing, you know?
We're not. So, but I'm going to say this, though. Yeah, now, you know, she don't have a name over here. I think right now, what can I call her? Algebra. Yeah, Algebra. I started off not liking her. That's how she lost her name, because I felt like she was inserting herself, telling Karen, "Oh, I heard you have a drinking problem." You know, these girls came in really not knowing what to do with themselves, and it gets to be messy when you start giving them inside info, and they thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna use the inside intel." Now, what I noticed was that Azkaban quickly adjusted and started responding in a more natural fashion instead of trying to do deliberate things. And that's what makes her a lot more likable. Now, mind you, I gotta wait till I see the reunion. And I'm gonna be honest, if Adamantium behaves herself well at that reunion, I will give her name back.
Okay.
If she does. But when it comes to Mia, when it comes to Edward James Almost, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. I watched her. She's a little too, you know, it's one thing, like Miss Karen is smart and there's a level of sincerity there. When you're all snake, you up here acting like, what's the dude who shall not be named? Voldemort. When you up here acting and looking like Voldemort on this show, and all of your acts are real contrived, everything you do is calculated, and we see it. Like, her moves are so transparent. Like, they show up like Mama Dot's tracks. Like, we see it. We see you, Eddie. Stop it. Like, I'm not for her. Like, I'm over it. You know, there's been rumors that she's there to replace Rhobh Base. There's rumors that she's there to replace Secret Squirrel. Yeah. At this point, I'm like, look, let her go back to whatever plastic surgeon did that to her and never return. Just don't come back. And to be honest, you know, while I am starting to like Adirondack, she could go too. And take Rhobh Base with you.
I would love for her to replace Candice, though.
No. As much as I don't like the squirrel, leave the squirrel, get rid of Edward James Almost. I've had enough. I feel like she's a one and done for me.
I think we will get more from her next season if they do.
But what are we going to get? More fake storylines and contrived fight picking? No.
She started off not saying nothing, then she's gradually picking up on the show.
Yeah, but she needs to go back to not saying nothing. How you start off not saying nothing, now everything you say, you putting your foot in your mouth.
She ain't get good notes from Robin, because Robin don't say nothing, honestly. So she came in as Robin's friend. She didn't get good notes from Robin or.
So you saying we should keep Abercrombie because Alita say Abercrombie done growed on her.
Yeah, I'm starting to like her, honestly. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I barely knew what her name was, but then I think somebody slipped and actually said her name. That's that's how I knew what her name was. But I don't feel like she's bringing anything, you know.
Well, she's starting to actually speak up and say stuff like, because she's not really on Giselle's side, Robin's side, and she ain't on nobody's side. Like she's on her own
just
side.
Being
like,
real.
This is how I feel.
I'm gonna give it to her. Yeah, I guess y'all right. All Spice can stay.
The finale is in 2 weeks, so if she ain't said nothing by now, it's too late. You know.
Well, but since
the race is almost over,
up until now, like she's started to start talking more. So like even when she was like she was like, I think she said something about Giselle and Robin, and that's her friend or whatever. But then she started to actually give her opinion about stuff, and it might have been too slow. But again, she didn't get the good notes like Mia did. Mia came in causing havoc because Mia wants her spot on that show. Robin probably told her something because Robin doesn't know how to even be on the show. Robin not gonna be there next season.
I hope not. Listen, Rhobh.
I feel like that's a Gizzard-neck contract to have Robin as her side. Robin.
I think so. You know, let me tell you something. Y'all know I used to work in prisons, right? Mm-hmm. That happened when Griselda Blanco was in prison. There was no proof, but we just knew it. Anytime she got moved, there was one particular inmate that got moved with her. And I'm getting that same kind of vibe from Gizzard and Rhobh Base. It's like if she moved, you look up, Robin moved.
Just like
it's just, I don't know. I think they might be joined at the hip, even though it's starting to look like Trouble in Paradise. Because Rhobh Base been trying to talk up for herself this season, man. We don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. And see, Helene got a point too. Helene say Rhobh Base purposely didn't give Azkaban no information. Mm-hmm. Now, I believe that. But then this is the problem. Rhobh Base actually messed up with that. Because by you not giving her information, you left her room to draw her own conclusions, make genuine connections, and then give her honest, unbiased opinion. And I got to be honest, if I got to tell the truth, Allspice has been doing a great job of calling it down the middle. She don't seem to be taking nobody's side.
Right.
And I like that.
I love Mia's antics. I think that Mia came in hot because Karen said, don't come in here and don't tell you nothing. Come in hot. Do what you got to do. And like I said, even when Candice did her first interviews about Mia, she said that Mia, I think after she saw the confessionals that Mia did and she watched the show back, she realized different things. But before that, she was Team Mia because she was like, she came in and she hates all of us, but we can haze her. So I think that now that she's watching the back, she didn't realize that she got hazed too. But which is good for Mia though. Which is good for Mia.
But on the real, the fact, like to me, it's never going to be cute or cool to attack somebody who's been kind to you. Like Candice is a reprehensible human being and ain't no mistake about it. But that squirrel was nice to her. So the fact that you thought it was cool to go attack somebody that has been nothing but nice to you, it says a lot about your character.
But
I don't give a darn what kind of show you on. It's called character for a reason. Anytime your character can be bought by position, power, or cash, that lets us know that you might be what that girl called you, a nightcrawler.
But did she really attack her though? Because Mama Dot started that conversation. She did.
It doesn't matter. And she could have let Mama Dot had that conversation. But that horse started as soon as Mama Dot got there. How old are you? When you ain't told the truth about your age yet. And mind you, I took up for her with that. I'm not knocking you because I ain't never telling my real age. You better go ask somebody else. I ain't got it for you.
But did you see the after show?
Huh?
Did you see the after show from the episode?
No, I didn't because I don't care. I'm talking about straight up. Like straight up. This chick was wrong. The fact that she's sitting up there asking stuff that was none of her business. Do Chris get paid? How is it your business whether Chris get paid? The question is how much you get paid for the dirty deeds you do with Daddy G, with his nasty self. Because he got me scared. Now the girls over here done renamed him DJ Nasty G. Because he was up there humping the air with his tongue hanging out.
G was really creepy to me too. He was very creepy.
Scared the hell out of me. And I liked him up until that point. Yeah. Okay.
But I think that she should let him go home when he said he didn't want to go.
Yeah, she should have left him home.
Because he told her, he says, you know how I am on vacation. I like to get drunk. I like to have fun. I don't want to go. And she should have left him at home.
Mm-hmm.
But she couldn't do that. Now you're going to make me defend Edward James almost. In her defense, she could not leave him home, Deb. She couldn't, because they had already made jokes about nobody coming with Robin and Gizzard bringing a luggage as her man. So what could she do at this point? And then
she still had a husband though.
No, but so do Ashley. But look what she had to do: bring that little weird, creepy picture.
Well, but that was Michael. Michael don't want to be around them people though. That's Michael don't want to be around.
I'm just saying, I got all that. But in Mia's defense, Lord, I gotta defend Mia again. She did not want to be one of the girls that showed up with no man and a creepy picture of her husband and children. Now,
well, Karen left Ray at home. I mean, he's coming this episode.
Yeah, Ray came late.
Yeah.
If that man if she had left him home, he wasn't coming late. She just wasn't gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in Mia's defense, she didn't have a choice. She had to. Now, you got to be fair. Even if I don't like the girl, I got to tell the truth. Mm-hmm. She didn't have a choice. Her back was up against the wall.
Right.
She was in a corner. If I had been sitting out there at Giselle's bug bash, where you swatting gnats and mosquitoes and people cracking jokes when they get to Rhobh base and they like, and Ray gonna be there, like, everybody knew Juan Dixon was not coming.
We knew he wasn't coming. He lives here in my house, so that's a different story for a different day.
Someone said Juan was with Michael, Ashley's husband.
In Vegas. Yes.
Because they were both absent together.
Yes.
They was both absent together. Mm-hmm. And see, Vanessa say she told us to stay tuned with Papa G. I still like Papa G. He just scared me. I think he cool. I don't want to be in the same room with him.
I like the fact that he knows his boundaries though, because he told me he was like, I don't want to go. You know how I am on vacations. I want to have fun. And I think with the cameras there, he didn't want people to actually see this, but because they're on the show, he had to. But he let her know up front he did not want to go. And even when she was going to leave, he said, I never even want to come. So I think when it comes to, going on vacation, having a good time, G's like, I don't care what's going on. I'm having a good time. And, if the cameras weren't there, I think that maybe people that hang around, he's able to be himself. But I think we saw it on TV, and that's what made it different.
It was definitely cringeworthy TV. Yeah. And Vanessa say he would get me. Listen, I got a bad knee, but I got a hell of a right cross. He would not get me. I swear he would. But like, it was just really, it was scary to watch. DJ Nasty B is scary.
But the girls did say on the after show that they like him. They thought he was really fun.
I like him. I think DJ Nasty G is a cool old man. Yeah. But do I want to, hang out with DJ Nasty G? No.
No, he's good for TV.
I think that we missed some parts because of editing. But like Wendy, Giselle, Robin, everybody, all the girls said they like G. Even during the conversation about
I like him too. Mm-hmm. I like him. I like him. Daddy G is cool, but DJ Nasty G is not somebody Nitra gonna have no drinks with. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have drinks with him.
No. Vanessa say his knees bad too. I don't trust it. He looked too healthy. He looked like, he might outrun me. So no. I don't trust it because I'm still walking with a limp and I feel like he might catch me. So
if I went on to a reality show, I would definitely want Karen to give me the nose before I got there. I would do what I need to do to stay on for next season. Because, season one is hard for people, especially when the franchise is already established. So you have to come in some type of way. The way that Ascala came in, nobody was really feeling it. The way Mia came in, people are debating, do you like her, do you not? Mm-hmm. So I feel like I would rather have Karen give me advice than Robin or whoever gave her the advice, because even though Mia, people are having I don't know if I don't, or like the people who like her. So I would love to have Karen bring me on the show than anyone else.
Listen, first of all, AT2 had to take a call, y'all. So y'all wish him good night in the chat. He was so awesome. We definitely love Cuz over here. Yes. So now, Deb, it's about that time of the night where we start asking the grown folks questions on the back porch. Y'all ready to head to the back porch now that my nephew up here? Because we had a grown people question. Now we don't get low down and dirty over here. Because
Okay.
this is the grown channel. Most of us is grown, we're grown children. So we can't get here you go. We can't get too far low because most of us can't get back up. Okay. So we get grown, but we can't drop it down low.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
You ready? Y'all ready in the chat? Let me see ones if y'all want the back porch question. Let me know. Let me see some ones. Yes, y'all tell cuz good night. That's right. Okay, what we got? Oh, we got ones. They ready. Oh, shoot. So I can't get away with it tonight. We got to go ahead into it, nephew. All right. So the first one of the night, ladies. Hey, Nidra. All right. Red Label down in the chat. Red Label, I'm surprised he ain't come holler at us.
What's going on, Q?
Okay.
He's not here for this type of stuff.
Okay. I don't know. Sometimes Red Label be too lit. We don't know whether he ready for it tonight.
We be in the same boat sometimes. So.
Okay. Ladies, this one is for you. And Deb, you can chime in too on this one.
Okay.
This was a question that came up in the relationship and dating group because that's where we grab them from.
Okay.
So now, ladies, I need to know from you, if you meet a gentleman and he asks you out, y'all having a lovely evening, or maybe y'all have dated for maybe once or twice, but it's still brand new. Is it an automatic turnoff, an automatic deal breaker if this man mentions relations?
No.
You say no. Ladies, what do y'all say? Now I can tell you when I was
now, are we date like so we're like trying to get to know each other, like seriously dating?
Like when you first start dating, he first asks you out, y'all go out to dinner, y'all may have had coffee a time or two, but it's still kind of new. And
it depends on how the date went.
See, I'm old school. The minute you said it, the party's over. Now I'm never calling you back.
Okay.
Never calling you back.
I can understand that.
Okay, the sisters are saying yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Leaders say yes. Yeah, the minute they mention that, I'm like, I'm out.
You know, honestly, when I'm dating, I'm actually in the process of doing it now, but this is one I already dated before, though. But I normally don't have sex in the beginning stages of me, like, trying to get to know someone. But talking about it, I wouldn't be upset about it, though, no.
Yeah, see, I think the ladies, we on a different wavelength. You don't mention that to me. Don't you ask me nothing about it. Don't. Matter of fact, I want you to pretend like you don't even think I got no type of genitalia.
Oh, thank God I'm not getting.
Yeah, don't mention it. Yeah, don't even let me catch you looking below my belt buckle. Just don't look at nothing. Don't mention it. Vanessa say yes, too soon.
I'm learning a lot tonight.
Yeah, we funny. Women are funny. Let me tell you something about sisters, because I don't know about nobody else, because I ain't never been nothing but a black woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mention it, you got a better chance of getting there.
But does that mess up your potential of dating someone sometimes, though?
No, it's supposed to be exactly that way. We don't want to date you.
What if he mentions it and you say, you know, this is my plan is, you know, this is my time frame for this.
No, we're not giving you no time frame. We ain't discussing it. Don't you dare ask. You see what Vanessa say? I'm a runner. I'm a track star. We ain't with that.
So when does he ask you about it?
Don't ask me nothing about it. Don't ask me if I've done it with anybody else. I don't care if you see a house full of children. Don't ask me how many times I did it to get my children. Don't ask me nothing about that. Don't you mention it. Pretend I don't even have one.
Okay.
And see, it came up in the group, and it's like the comments were pretty much like it is tonight. Like the women were like, hell no. And like overwhelmingly, the brothers were thinking like you, like it's not that bad. Like if I just want to ask this, it's like, no, don't you do it. Queen Mermaid said, I think, ew. Probably has an outbreak of some sort every other week. Right. It says, don't mention my body parts. I know that's right. Don't you try it.
I mean, I guess to me, like I feel like, you know, in my world, I want to talk about like the time frame for me, how I feel about it, because I do personally have a time frame when sexual stuff gets involved for me. So I would, I mean, if we talked about it, that's fine, but like actually trying to do it, it's a turn off for me.
Yeah, no, don't even mention it to me. JC
Okay.
says she a eunuch on the first. Yeah, I don't even have no gender, nothing. Don't even ask me. Don't talk about it. Don't allude to it. Don't make no jokes. No innuendo. No double entendres, because that's gonna be the last time I pick up your calls.
Okay, this is very interesting.
Now, ladies, let me ask y'all this. This is kind of a piggyback. Have you guys ever met a man and you really liked him and he was real attractive and everything about him was wonderful, and then he made the mistake of mentioning that? And it's like all of a sudden he turned ugly. He had a hump on his back. He had a third eyeball. All his teeth was missing. Like, he turned absolutely ugly the minute he said it. It's like we don't even see you through the same eyes no more.
I like Cheryl Thomas Hughes' question. She said, "I want to know what's the rush."
Yeah, why we got to talk about it?
I don't think so. For me, I don't think that there's like having the conversation. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that part, because I have the conversation. But I'm like, I do 3 months with people that I'm trying to date, because for me, I want to know the person. I don't like sex getting involved would really cloud my brain, so I don't want that for me. I want to take my time to get to know you, and I would say that, but I don't see. Oh yeah. See you later, AT2. I would love to have the conversation so I can give out the grounds of what's going on here for me.
And see, for us, it's different. You see what the sister says? It's unfortunate and disappointing. Like, a man will be so attracted to you. He'll be like your dream. And the minute he mentions that, he turns into quasi freaking Moto. He turns into the creature from the Black Lagoon. He ain't attractive no more.
So how does he know when to approach you for this, though?
See, that's grown man stuff. See, a grown man know what to see. The sisters will tell you, when we run into grown men and they know how to navigate Black women, they know you're supposed to be spending your time getting to know me. It's like the minute you allude to that, then now I know everything that we talk about is just to help you get closer to that, and I ain't interested. That's an automatic turn on.
When y'all are dating these guys, from your conversation, he will know when to actually bring this up.
Well, the thing is, it's a matter of then it's mutual, and then it's not him bringing up and asking questions. Right. See, Nika
like that's his intentions.
It comes off. The baby said it come off creepy and desperate.
Okay.
Yeah. See, and Vanessa's telling you the truth. She said, "Gentlemen, make love to your mind first." See, the men know what it is. A man know you spend your time getting to know me, talking to me, or whatever. Let me get mentally hooked on you. Okay. And red label say creeper alert. Yes, whole creeper. Don't you ask me nothing about that. Like, how dare you? And it's not even about like, oh, I want to wait 3 months, 4 months, or whatever. It's a matter of you let me get comfortable enough with you for us to have that conversation, not for you to be interviewing me on my Sally. Back then when Auntie was still dating, I told her that straight razor, you ain't just say everything to neutral. You have to be careful what you say to neutral. You talking about when the last time, and how long are you comfortable before you no. All the no's. And damn, you say you getting an education tonight. You didn't know women.
I'm learning this. I mean, I'm never gonna date a woman, but I'm learning some things.
But so, you didn't know women were that touchy.
I never knew this. Stuff. I mean, but you know what though? The girlfriends I did have, again, I wasn't like rushing to jump into sex with them either, though. So I understand.
That's right. Miss G said a man can barely touch my hand. Girl, you better say it. No, you can't kiss my cheek or hand. Be a man. I'm trying to get to know you.
Oh, they can't even kiss you?
Hell no.
Oh no, my girlfriend, the 2 girlfriends that I did have, I don't think it took long for us to kiss each other now.
No, ain't nobody got time for that. I don't know where your lips been. In the words of Kevin Hart, he done gave me a bump. I don't know what you do with your mouth. Okay. Don't know what you did with your mouth on the way here. Don't know if you brush your teeth properly, and don't know if you got gingivitis. Okay.
Well, that was one of the problems I had with my ex-girlfriends, that she had halitosis. I didn't realize that because we didn't kiss for like almost like a month.
Yes, Easy Breezy say They use that lame excuse. We both adults. We should be able. Yes, they do. That's such an ashy comment. It's like the minute a man let that come out his mouth, his breath smell like old gym socks, and he just ashy as Mr. Brown. Just
so what happens when you wait all this time and then you finally get kiss him and you find out he has bad breath?
Then you don't talk to him no more.
So did you waste your time?
No, you got to know somebody, and then when you finish getting to know them, you got to know that he got a mouth that's like a toilet. And now that you know, you go on about your business.
So if he was a good guy up until the breath part, like, do you struggle with that?
I mean, would you date somebody who got a mouth that smell like the toxic waste dump?
Oh, my ex-girlfriend, she was done. I thought I smelled her breath, so no.
See there, but now but see, look how that
but I
works.
feel like I waste my time too, though. I did feel like that.
But see, dating is just that. It's dating. It's courting. Y'all don't like to court no more. So you court to see if this person is somebody you can continue dealing with.
Don't say y'all, because I courted her. Like I took her on many of dates. We had great dates. I courted her to the hilt because I was raised by women. But when I realized her breast smelled bad, I just.
Latavia says she probably had a bad tooth. Yeah, I heard about them baby get a bad tooth.
It smelled like, have you ever smelled like a basement that floods sometimes? And
did you call this girl basement flood man?
That's what her breath smelled like.
Oh, I hope she not listening. Baby, if you listening, he just playing. He just playing, baby. He didn't mean that.
She can't stand me, so I know she ain't listening to nothing that I'm doing. But yeah,
sometimes the people that don't like you, the ones listen to you the most. Baby, if you listening, he playing. He don't really mean you had basement flood mouth.
I'm very serious. That's what
it's I was trying to clean it up, and you gonna double down.
Hopefully, she goes and gets help with that.
Oh,
it was bad, Sinitra. It was really bad.
Oh my gosh, I can't either. I can't.
But the great thing is that she's the one who taught me how to kiss. But when we were doing it, I was like, maybe she didn't brush her teeth today, or she missed something. I don't know. So, I paid it dust. I went on with it because I had never kissed nobody before. And then the second time, it wasn't as bad, but it was still bad. I went on with it. The third time, I was like, no more.
Shani say most diseases begin in the mouth. Keep them lips to yourself. Oh, yes. Red Label say not the mold after the flood. That's what he said.
That's what it smelled
like. He said
the
girl had moldy molars.
That's what it smelled like.
Moldy molars, y'all. Could be an ulcer. See, it's too much. And see, JC clowning too. She saying ain't no courting no more. They just got genital jump rope. See, that's what I don't understand. I'm so glad.
That's not true. First of all, the people that I date them first. I do. We go on like real dates. I don't just jump into no relationships. I go on dates because I want to know the person.
I mean, and I like when people do that. I think it's nice to see young people date. It's cute. It's adorable. It's very endearing. But you don't get to see that as much anymore. And see, they hung up on this tooth. They hung up on this tooth there.
She must have a bunch of bad tooths though.
Oh my. So it was a lot of moldy molars.
It was the breath was fighting me.
Oh no, you was in a struggle.
No.
Oh my God, a fight to the death. JC said a bad tooth will have you smelling like you harboring John Gotti in your mouth. The breath was dark and dank, she says. Oh my. So that one went down quick. So I knew it, and I knew it was. So I got another one. Got another one for y'all. Is it? Listen, gingivitis. Okay, don't forget gingivitis. Be careful. Like you can't let everybody kiss you in the mouth. No.
That's why I try to do it in the beginning, so I can. Breath is something serious for me, so I do try to kiss as soon as possible.
See, I'm not doing that because sometimes them smells could be attached to different diseases, and I don't. No.
I want what that breath smell like as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, it ain't gonna work for me. Cheryl say the tooth was fighting you, girl. Yeah. He got in a boxing match with Carl the Tooth Williams, and I'm glad he made it out alive. We're gonna thank God for his life. So here go the next question on the porch, y'all. This the next one up. Now this one might get a little touchy, might get a little touchy.
Okay.
Okay. Because I don't know who doing it, who ain't done it, who's done it before. Is it okay or is it morally okay to date a married person if they are separated and a divorce has been filed? Is that a yes or is it not? Is it an automatic no? Do you keep contact with the person? Are you still trifling if you keep contact with the person? What's the report card on this one? Because what I saw in the relationship group, that answer went 1,000 different directions.
I'm gonna say yes because I've been through this. It's okay to date because you guys are literally getting out of it. We're gonna talk after the show.
Oh, okay. Red label say too soon. Too soon for what? I wants to know. I'm asking for the sisters. Okay. Black Tornado say no, not until the divorce is final. Lala say it's a tricky one. I think it's tricky too.
You're going to laugh when I talk to you after the show.
Yeah, say DS say no, so much can go wrong. Yeah, that man can go back to his wife. You know what I'm saying? If they go reconcile, then you out there looking crazy. Say,
a lot of people who don't get divorced or file that paperwork afterwards are not stuck in that relationship, honestly.
Some of them are not, but
there may be certain things that are going on that they have benefits from.
I know, but it's still a chance. Yeah, that cushion, you say the cushion rebound. Ooh. Miss G say, no, hell no. Separated in my book is the same as married. Holler at me when you sign the papers. Okay. Red label say he need a refill on this one. Y'all driving Red label to drink. Miss Reese say, nope, catch me when you officially divorced. I went through that with my husband.
Wow.
Yeah, they could reconcile. But see now, I'm not being the devil's advocate because I don't like the devil and he don't like me. But let me just throw this in there. Let me throw this in the rain, y'all. Y'all are aware there are married couples who get completely divorced and still end up reconciling. Absolutely. How you count for that? Do that mean you can't date a man that's ever been married because he might go back to his good thing?
There are some people who are not together, but they have good benefits from that person. So they stay there until they meet someone else.
Yeah, that's why I say it's tricky. It's tricky. Okay, so let me ask this question, y'all. What if the person has been separated for like over 10 years and they just never did it because on paper they needed to for whatever, but they don't have no contact? Is that one y'all can do?
I hate to tell my business over here, but I'm going to tell it anyway.
If you're going to tell it, then you got to tell it all.
Listen, I get flight benefits with my husband. I can fly for free wherever I want to go. So we are legally still married at this point. He takes care of my health insurance as well. So I'm not dating nobody seriously or nothing like that. So, if I get into a relationship, hands down, I'm gonna get it done. But right now, the benefits of staying married I'm not running from that. Right? I'll fly for free. I got free health insurance. I'm good.
See, that's why I say this thing is tricky. I saw so many different answers. Now, Helene say, no, because I feel like they lying. But what if they telling the truth? What if the other person is like, they cool? They done met you like, yeah, hey, how you doing? Me and him ain't together.
Yeah.
And here goes my man.
He got a whole nother boyfriend right now. And they about to get married. When they do, it'll switch off. But right now, my benefits are good.
What you say? Until they get married, you finna ride them benefits?
I'm riding the benefits to the wheels fall off.
I cannot with you. Black Tornado says, still no. If you can't handle your own business, I don't need you. Now, on that note, I agree because we are women. I don't need no man that's trying to get by on somebody else's stuff. Now, if that man is, more or less dating other men, I understand that's different. But as sisters, I'm with you. I'm with you. Don't be telling me about it's cheaper to keep her. You better be able to afford to get rid of her. Mm-hmm. See, y'all is killing me. JC said ride them benefits
Thank
to
you,
the wheels
JC.
fall off. Miss G said X is an X for a reason. Close the door, finish the chapter. I agree. But I got one friend, she was a nurse. She remarried her ex-husband. And then she had to divorce him again. Dang, your brother snitched on the man. Dang, easy breezy. Vanessa say love is a gamble. She would date him. Ooh. I've never done it. It's scary to me. But I can understand how somebody would think about it. Like, well, maybe give it a shot. I've just never done it.
Do y'all know what it feels like to go to the airport and not to pay for a ticket to go somewhere you want to go?
I imagine it is wonderful.
It's an amazing thing. And I was a flight attendant too, so he had those benefits from me, so he gives them to me. So.
Oh, wow. Are they looking for any middle-aged, overweight, big mamas to be flight attendants these days?
And see, they in the chat about having. We do not have. We have not had sex since we broke up. It's not close your legs to married men. If they are still together, and go ahead and do what you got to do, because these people don't always want to stay there. The benefits are good, especially if you were married. You still have benefits from that marriage sometimes, and you cannot. If a person's on your health insurance, they can't take you off legally.
But this is the problem too, though. You can divorce and still be on your husband's insurance. My cousin, it was on her husband's insurance up until he remarried, and then she finally just let him off the hook.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you can get your divorce and still. Oh yeah, let me just put that bug in your ear. You can get a divorce and still be on the insurance. I'm just letting you know.
My biggest thing wasn't health insurance; it was my flight benefits. Now you cannot do that.
No, not the flight benefits, but the health insurance. He still has to pay for her health insurance, and it was an amicable divorce. They weren't mad at each other, nothing like that. They had been married for, I think, 25 years when they divorced or whatever. She decided not to get him for his pension. I would have, he better be glad, but he still had to pay for her insurance even after the divorce. So you can still, ladies, get your benefits, when you roll out. Until you remarry. Now, once you remarry, then he's off the hook, of course. But I just feel like, to be honest, it can go wrong too many different ways. It's the gamble for me.
I mean, we have an agreement, like, if things happen, that's it. But right now, it's not buddy passes. It's the companion pass. The companion pass is different than buddy passes. You don't pay anything for those when you fly in. Like I see Vanessa saying that. For a companion pass, you don't pay anything for your flights. As a buddy pass, you have to pay the taxes.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you enjoying flight benefits?
Absolutely. And my family lives in a different state than I live in, so I get to go see them as much as I want to.
Okay. Well, that ain't bad. I mean, I understand. It makes sense. I'm just afraid for our sisters. Like, if they go trying to date these men, they're separated, but they not, the divorce is not final. It's like, what if he dropped dead while y'all dating? The wife still has all the control, and you have no protection. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I've seen that happen. You know what I'm saying? The ladies are sitting there and they've been with these men for a long time playing the game.
I don't want no buddy pass.
Yeah, but this is the thing. They set up there, they played the game, they played house with these married men. And I mentioned this one before, that we knew in our town, like, it was well known that he was still married, but he had bought this house with this lady, vehicles, everything. When he died, his children from his wife, because he never had children with the new lady, the children from the wife put her on there as his special friend. She didn't ride with the family. She had no say over nothing at the funeral. And their wife literally came through and collected everything that had his name on it. And there was nothing that woman could do.
Now, if he's dating someone else, I would not even do that. You know, I would let it go, especially if it's serious. I would let it go.
But see, women ain't like that. We women.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, women is rough.
Yeah.
Women are rough. You're not finna just get by with no sisters. They'll slide up on you and take everything. The only thing that lady could really keep was the stuff that had his name and her name on it. Anything that was in his name was gone. Everything to do with his funeral, nothing. And they literally put that lady down as a special friend.
Oh, wow.
And the wife hadn't been around for at least 10 to 15 years. Like, we never saw that lady. But she was still the wife. And paper covers rock. It don't matter how many rings that man buy you. Right. If he still got papers with that other woman, she's protected and you're not.
Right.
Okay, Alita coming with it. She said, Shanitra, like you said this afternoon, women need to feel secure. You better say it. It's a scary thing. First wife or husband get the Social Security benefits after 10 years. Yeah, you know, I've heard people say, if you don't like your husband or wife, you better divorce them before 10 years. Don't let them sit there and rack up 10 years on you.
I'm on my way.
Ooh. Sweet Mermaid, yeah, especially a woman scoring right. If he ever did her wrong, baby, all she waiting on is for him to drop dead. Look at Sodale trying to carry.
I got 2 more years.
2 more years, you trying to rack up that 10.
I ain't know that, but I'm glad y'all said it. Listen, I might not find me a man until after 2 years now.
Okay. Vanessa said, yeah, that 10-year trick is cold, baby. It is. If you rack up 10, hey, listen, that's all I'm saying. Rack up your 10, but don't let nobody rack up 10 on you. You know y'all ain't getting along or it ain't working. You know what to do. Help yourself. Please help yourself. Because it's cold out here. It is cold.
We got 2 more years for 10 years of marriage. So.
Oh my. Well, I know my cousin wasn't trying to get remarried because she didn't want to lose her benefits and nothing else. Child, look who just walked in the door. Hey, Alethea.
Hey.
What's happening? Now, Lala say dating someone who is separated and not divorced is too complicated. Yeah, you would need like a whole team of lawyers to draw up all kind of paperwork.
I think that's case by case though, because honestly, with me and my ex, it's not an issue for us. Like, you know, I don't bother him. He don't bother me. I'm like, listen, I need to take this flight, and that's it. The health insurance comes out of his from his job. That's it. We don't really. It's not an issue for us. So, you know, and again, like I told him, you know, if you get married, let me know you want to get married. Fine, and vice versa. But this is our agreement right now.
Okay, look what Miss G say. She said her cousin lost her house because she was dumb and let the man put it in his name while he was still married. He died and her house went to the wife.
Ooh.
It was a mobile home ready to pull, and I know she paid somebody to go hitch it up and drag it.
Wow.
Listen, you don't play like that. You got to protect yourself.
Yeah.
You got to, Lord, look who the cat done drug in, y'all.
I'm glad y'all just told me this information.
Yeah, you got to protect yourself. Red Label in the doggone building. What's going on, Red Label?
You're on mute.
You're on mute. Hey, what you been drinking tonight? What's in the cup tonight?
I don't even know.
Oh.
I started with blueberry vodka and lemonade. Now I'm just at vodka and fruit punch.
Vodka and fruit punch tonight. What you call that one? Captain America?
Captain Save a Ho.
Oh my God. So that's what it is, y'all. Fruit punch and vodka. Captain Save a Ho. Let me find out. Cheryl say that happened to my cousin. He never got a divorce. Wife got everything, but my cousin took out insurance on him. Good thing. Yes, y'all put some insurance on these men. The minute he tell you that you pretty 3 times in a row, take him to see the insurance man. Don't even wait.
Yeah.
It's like you know, Beetlejuice. If you say the name 3 times, if he say you pretty 3 times, take him to the insurance man. find out just how pretty he think you are.
Why are y'all calling him Red Label? Y'all know that's not his name on here.
No, I named him Red Label. When I name somebody, it sticks. Okay.
Oh, that's what you called him?
I named him Red Label.
Oh, okay.
And so he shall remain.
Okay.
Okay, that's my red label.
Okay.
Marcella say that's right. I got a friend. I have a friend. The man died, and his family and wife came and took everything. They had house, apartment, and 4 cars. See,
Y'all don't give me ideas, y'all.
Oh Lord.
So now, Q, what's your take on it? If they separated but not divorced, all right, boo. If they separated but not divorced, is it date them or don't date them?
I'm gonna need the ink to be dry.
I know that's right. You got to protect yourself, right? You protected assets. Protect yourself.
That ink needs to be dry and that paper need to be finalized.
Yes.
Holla at me when it's done.
That's right. You need that declaration of divorce. Ain't nothing like that good old divorce decree.
Mm-hmm.
Got your freedom. You need your freedom.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to tell you. And it's bad because people get themselves caught up in that stuff all the time. And it's easy because then they let their emotions and their feelings get caught up. But I say find out first. But this is the question though. What do you do if you're dating a person and they hide it?
Then if they're hiding it, then what else could they be hiding? Bye.
Ooh.
Sorry. If you weren't honest enough to tell me what was happening up front, then what else are you hiding?
Yeah, good point now. I'm with you when you're right. But now let me ask you this then. Another real question. What if you find out they're hiding other things and it's not marriage? What if they have a child that they hid? Or what if they're not even sure that it's really their kid? It's just like an accusation. Like, well, not for men. Well, that's for women. But for a man, for a woman, if you're dating a chick, she gonna know she got a kid.
Right.
So if you find out they're hiding a child or hiding, debt or hiding something like that, like, is it always a cut ties or does it matter the circumstances or why they felt like they couldn't bring it out?
I find it shady as AF because why are you hiding your child when you know you have a child? And if you don't feel comfortable enough to admit you have a child and the fact you have to hide it, then you shouldn't have a child in the first place. But like, what's going on with your situation?
What if it's one of those things where they had a kid when they were younger and the kid was given away? They're not raising the child, but it comes up later that they actually had one, like as a teen.
Then state your truth. Don't be ashamed of what you did and the life you lived. Just be upfront. And if the person can accept who you are and who you were, then keep it moving.
That's another good point. See, that's why I say all these things. There was like literally 100 different scenarios on that separated but not divorced thing. It's weird. And you got people that's literally been separated for 15 and 20 years and you're still not, like, why are you not divorced? You're living in different states. Y'all living separate lives. What the heck is going on? And some of these men in these situations were literally lying and telling women they were single when they knew they had whole entire wives.
Well, they're paying alimony.
Right, some of them, but some of the men weren't paying alimony. That, like, they literally just never got paperwork. And there's a lot of people that separate. They go their own separate ways because people are willing to date. Hey, Lollylop, they willing to date people who are separated. They never had any pressure to get divorced. So they really been getting away with this crap for years.
I don't understand what the point would be to go that long without finalizing it and then complicating situations for future relationships.
Benefits.
Deb say benefits. Deb say he'll stay in there for some benefits.
You just want to get them flight plans, them flight tickets.
I mean, you don't know what the other person's benefits are from staying there. And honestly, sometimes, well, I don't know about that. I didn't say that, but benefits to me, I think for me right now, there's no point for me because I'm not dating anyone. If it was a problem, I would definitely do it in a heartbeat. But right now, There's no point.
So now, when you meet people and you're talking to people, are you interested in somebody? Do you automatically upfront tell them, "Hey, I'm still married"?
First date.
And has anybody ever said that's a deal breaker and I'm out?
Maybe like two other people.
2 or 3, but the rest of them was like, "Okay, it's cool."
I'm like, because I mean, you could be gone tomorrow, so I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing here? I'm not gonna lose my free flights because of you, and we don't know what we're doing.
Wait a minute.
I'm not
losing my free flights because of you.
I'm not. And I do long distance dating too, so.
I don't know. Vanessa said she not mad at Deb because he being honest.
Listen, first date, I'm telling you this, but this is what it is. But I mean, I'm free to date. If it gets serious, I'll have no problem with finalizing paperwork. It's honest.
Ooh, what you say, Q?
Nothing.
I'm
a hush on that one.
I've never even told anybody this before.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you just have to unburden yourself.
Yeah.
I'm with JC. Is it local? Is it domestic? Or is it foreign? What's the travel plan?
It depends.
What's the benefits?
What kind
I can fly wherever I want to for free.
Then we can overlook some stuff.
So now,
if we want to travel together as on a date or a vacation, I mean, I could have the cost. So.
Yeah.
I cannot share the benefits with you, Vanessa. No, I cannot, because you're not married to.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got one more. Now, not so much a question. Well, it is kind of a question. What is the absolute worst ghosting story? Like, when were you ghosted and it was the worst situation, or did you ghost somebody and how bad was it?
I'll give you my story. So there was a guy that I dated. We and him have been dating the last 2 years, I think. I just told this story the other day, and he came here last month for his birthday. He was like, I really want to work things out. I'm gonna give it a serious chance this time. I said, cool. So he came here. I spent a lot of money on him, while he was here. He got back to Chicago. I never heard from him again.
No.
And he's on my Facebook. I see him post all the time. He doesn't respond to me at all.
No. So he never blocked you. Just don't respond. It's like you just never happened.
It's like I'm invisible.
Oh, that's.
I actually got drunk.
Why are you still friends with him on Facebook, though?
Oh,
I don't know. And the thing was, I blocked him the last time, and then I unblocked him, and then we started talking again, and it's I don't know.
So what I'm hearing,
I called him, I text him, I inboxed him. I even posted on this because I got drunk last month. I said, listen, you got 5 minutes to contact me.
So I feel like you want him to open communications again, right? And then you want to do the same thing to him of what he did to you.
Actually, no.
Give you that opportunity to be like, nope, I'm cutting off communications. It's on my terms.
It's not that. It's not that. I mean, I'm doing a lot better in life than he's doing. So, I mean, watch it. I don't care. I mean, I was pressed in the beginning, but I really don't care now.
Ooh.
We never even did any of that.
Oh, Nico.
Oh my God.
Never did nothing.
So y'all never did. Okay. Hey, Cool Gent. How are you, bro? So we're asking ghosting questions. Q, what's the worst ghosting story? Has anyone ever ghosted you and was it really bad, or have you ghosted somebody and felt bad about it later?
Never.
You never ghosted anybody?
Nope.
I cannot see that.
Never ghosted.
We need to
Never
talk to the
been
people that you
ghosted.
dated and ask
You
if you
can.
ghosted them.
You can. Go right ahead. Never ghosted.
Vanessa says she got ghosted years back. It is humiliating feeling. It hurt my ego.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be honest, I was the ghosting queen. Like, call me Casper. If I decided, like, a dude could literally say something and he meant nothing by it, I would read too much into it because I'm an Aquarius. I overthink, get paranoid. Now I don't like you no more. Not taking your calls, I'm not calling you back. If like I could see you somewhere and pretend I never met you, like walk right past you.
I think that the reason why I don't like ghosting is because if I did something that is not like good for the dating process, like I want to learn what I did wrong so that I can fix it for my next dating process at least.
Yeah, I'm like at this age, I probably would be a little bit nicer about it. But Papa already got me now. So now nobody gets to see the kinder, gentler Nitra. But at that time, it wasn't no conversation because I felt like you grown, you know right from wrong. And if you did something I didn't like, you'll figure it out. Peace. Like I just wasn't talking. I ain't got nothing to say. I had it bad.
Now I will say after and I didn't ghost anyone, but after me and my ex broke up, I hadn't really dated like that, like with guys. So like when we broke up, we were like, you had to meet in person and stuff like that. And then it was a social media stuff after we had broke up. And so I was asking, what does dating look like or whatever. So I was working at the radio station and they were like, you should have multiple people. So I tried that and I hated it. I didn't like it because I dated like 3 people at the same time. And then I had to pick one and I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And it took me a long time to even try to figure out, and everybody was hurt. And I felt, I just broke with everybody. Because I was like, I didn't feel good about it.
Like, I don't know. For me, dating always seemed like it's like an interview process.
Yeah.
You either gonna make the cut or you not. And you already know going in that you either gonna make the cut or you not. So why am I petting you? Especially if you're supposed to be a man. I'm not petting you. Once it don't work, it just didn't work. Goodbye. So long. So sad.
Deb was probably grading on a curve schedule.
Yeah.
Actually, the guy that I chose was actually one that I just did this with too, which is the bad part.
Oh.
So this was the second time. I'm not doing it 3 times, but and it was another guy that I was dating that I really really liked, and I wish I would have just. And he was trying to surprise me for my birthday at the time, and I didn't want to waste his money because I was trying to get out of everything, so I just want to be honest.
Yeah, it's good to be honest. I don't know. I think what used to get me in trouble with that and what made me like the ghost queen was that I'm very communicative while I'm talking to you. I'm one of those people. I'm going to give you like multiple conversations about your behavior before I've had enough. So like before I just cut all communications, it's going to be, well, I really don't like when you do that. And I'm probably going to say that 3 or 4 times. And then when I quit talking to you, I feel like you should figure out that that's probably why I stopped talking to you. Because I kept talking to you about something. And I'm not going to keep talking to you about nothing.
I just be feeling bad. Like I'm an empath and I'm extremely emotional. So like, I hate hurting people. I was like, I would never date like multiple people at the same time again. Because I didn't like that feeling.
I get it.
And I didn't want to ghost no one because I know how that feels too. So like I had to like build up the confidence to even say anything. And it wasn't that they did wrong. It was just like the one guy was like, I want to date you and like make it official before the other ones did.
So Q, in your opinion, ghosting, is it bad? Is it good? Is there ever a time when it's acceptable? Like in my situation where I've explained things multiple times to a person and then I'm just like, okay, I'm done talking. Is that okay? Or should you still like try to pet or coddle their feelings on your way out the door?
I don't think a person should ever coddle a person's feelings. You should be upfront and honest. Because when you coddle, they still think it is a nurturing situation, and it's like a lost puppy who needs to come back for attention after you've coddled. and for their feelings. But ghosting, not so much. I think you should tell a person how you feel. Don't tiptoe around it. Don't. I mean, because ghosting could turn into a more serious situation, especially if they're not mentally together, and then it turns into a stalking situation because it's happened.
I was
But
about to ask, so are you saying that's how some of us get stalkers? Because we just ain't gonna talk?
if a person feels that they had a connection with you and you don't, and it's not received the same way, and then you just cut them off, and then they're gonna long for that attention, and they're gonna try to figure out what's going on, and then you can end up on an episode of Snapped.
See, I'm gonna tell you, my mind always said, like, if I sit down and I try to pet you when I've already talked to you repeatedly about some behavior you had that was a deal breaker for me, I feel like you already know, and me petting you is gonna give you false hope. And I don't like giving, because I don't want you to ever call me again. When I'm done talking, don't call me no more, because I'm not answering. I don't have nothing to say. Don't call Jesus. Don't call me. So I've always been like, really, I avoid, and I think it's because I'm not an overly emotional type of gal. I avoid situations where people can start to be over emotional or start bleeding on me and stuff. Like, no, you can't do that to me. Like, even if I don't like you, don't make me lose respect for you. Like, just go away quietly.
It takes a lot to get me emotionally
you're not an overly
attached.
emotional person.
So
that's good for you because you're not an overly emotional person. I am. It kills me. Like I don't like doing it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I don't
like,
do the
cutting
emotion.
someone off for me is like it drives me crazy.
Really? To tell somebody no?
Yeah.
I can make a song out of it. I'll have a hook, some verses.
Not know when like it's something that I really don't want. But if the person was like in love with me and then I had to tell them that and I didn't realize that, or maybe I did, but I still didn't feel that way. I do feel bad though. You know, because I don't want to hurt nobody.
In my 20s, up into my 20s, I was pretty much people pleasing. I would never say no. But when I hit my 30s, no became my favorite word. Nope, not doing that. Nope, ain't happening.
I always like no, because I heard it so much as a kid. So it's like, no, I know how to say that in several languages. So it's like, yeah, well, I can give you all the no's you want. And I think it's different, in my opinion. Maybe it's just because I'm a girl, but I never looked at any man like, oh, they're so in love, because most men are not. They just pretend to be. So it's like, for me to walk off, it's like, you better leave me alone. You wasn't in love no way. You was trying to run game. It was recognized, and I'm out. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and pet you and play with you, and you better back, because you know I carry that thing.
I'll tell you why. The other reason why I have a hard time breaking up people. I was working at this radio station, and I think Tinder had just came out, and I met this person on Tinder, and we were dating or whatever, and then I didn't really. It wasn't working for me. So I told the dude, I was like, this is not working for me. But he listened to my radio show all the time. So he called into the radio station and went off on me on air.
Oh, wow.
So the joke of the radio station was somebody called in and broke up with me on air. And I was like, we weren't together. So he didn't break up with me, but he called like 3 times. And called into other shows and everything. Like he just kept calling. And so that's why I have a fear of breaking up with people, because of that.
Yeah, I've had one stalker, only one. Well, one tried to be, but it didn't work out. That's a funny story for another day. It was an attempted stalking. I didn't even know that you could have attempted stalking, but it was attempted stalking. But I haven't really had too many problems with it. Like, just know. Respect people's boundaries. People have said no to me. Like, if you're like, no, I'm not digging you, bet. Big ups. Leave people alone. Like, I don't understand, because the whole ghosting conversation, that one went crazy too, because people I guess they had some very bad reactions to being ghosted. So like, some of the comments were crazy. It was a girl that said dude actually got her pregnant and ghosted her.
Wow.
Like moved and everything, and nobody would tell her nothing.
Wow.
And the kid, I don't know if that's for me or not, but I did cut him off, and then he still did that too. He was like a tour of the radio station that day. He was on every show that happened after that, and he kept calling in.
Wow.
And
so wait a minute. That's the one you cut off cold. Just
I was like, listen. I said, this is not working for me. I don't think this is gonna work out for me. I said, you're a really good guy, but I just don't think this work out for me. I was honest, and he couldn't receive it. So he called in on my radio station, on my show. He cussed me out, and then he called back in like 3 other times and did the same thing. Then he went to every show that was after mine and did the same thing about me. And so I think that's my fear of even dating for me.
Oh,
again, there was no sex involved or nothing like that.
So imagine if you had shut up, Shanitra.
Oh, thank God. Thank God I didn't. Thank God I didn't.
Okay.
Ooh,
so how do you respond when the stalker or the attempted stalker is somebody you never even touched? You never touched them. And they're acting wacky.
I just ignored them. And they eventually just stopped. And there was nothing else I could do. There was nothing else I could do because I didn't even know he felt this strong about me, like at all. We weren't even at that type of level. So it was really weird. And I'm like, this is why I probably didn't connect with you, because you're not a good person.
I have a good judge of character and people's auras and energy. And I know off the back if it's going to work in our friendships or our relationships or not. And if it's not, I just don't even have the time. I'm really short. I'm direct. I've been called a lot of names that are not pleasant. But I just know. I just know if it's going to work or not. And some of my friends I've had for over 20 years because it just works.
And see, this is the thing, whether it's friends, relationships, or whatever. I just feel like I'm like you. In the first 10 minutes, I know Nika is over here.
I know.
But like for me, in 10 minutes, I know whether we're gonna work or not. Or sometimes, I might have a feeling and I'm like, okay, well, maybe you're wrong. I try it out and I see that it really didn't work. I was right in the first 10 minutes. But there's so many people that I just decide I'm gonna get at you from a distance. If I have the talk with everybody that I'm gonna get at from a distance, I never quit talking. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just like, no. I don't care how crazy you go. I don't care if you call the radio stations. I don't care if you strip nude and do the Y2C downtown. Like, no, not doing it. No.
And see, that's the thing. The dude. So after that happened, he actually called me that night and he cussed me out. So I recorded it. I played it on the radio station. I was like, "This is the crazy stuff I'm talking about. This is why this will not work for me." And I said, "Listen to it." Since he wanted to call in to everybody's show, hear how crazy this man sounds. And so they heard it was like, "Oh yeah, you did the right thing." Because I mean, one, I'm nice to everybody. I'm overly nice to people, and I think that's my problem. And so I wanted to do the right thing. I was like, I don't feel like this is going to go anywhere. You're a nice guy. We can be friends or whatever. But he took it a totally different way.
Because he probably had something in his head that you didn't know about. Now, the one I call the attempted stalker, I'm just telling you, it was weird. He had a whole relationship with me in his head that I didn't know nothing about. Don't be looking like that red label. I never knew. Like, I thought me and this dude was cool. It was casual. I would see him every now and then. What up, homie? How you doing? Good to see you. Kept it pushing. Dude had a whole relationship in his head with me that I knew nothing about. Just straight wacko. Like, he was undercover beefing with my husband and everything. Telling people that we were sneaking around, we were dating. Like, it was weird when it came out. Like, this man knew stuff about me that one ought not know. He had been like popping up places that I was, even when I didn't see him. Like it was like a whole Lifetime movie. That's why I call him the attempted stalker, because he didn't really get to full on stalk me, but it was real creepy and he tried. Like some people are just weirdos. That's the other reason why, like for me, I will cut. When I cut hard. I get them big scissors they use, when they're cutting the ribbons to the city and stuff. I get them big scissors and cut. Like we ain't finna discuss it. I don't want to bring no PowerPoint presentation, nothing. Just bounce, please.
And Jesus said unto him, "Peace be still."
Yes.
I would have pulled out a piece. And we would have made them still.
Oh my gosh. Q, I wasn't ready, but you're right. You're right. Oh my God. Listen, y'all. Ain't none of y'all right
here today.
Okay, y'all ain't right. We done been up here for 2 hours and almost 30 minutes. We was not supposed to be on this porch this long, but I don't know what it is. Everybody get on the porch and start having a good time. We stop watching the clock and start running our mouths. But I'm finna put y'all off my porch. Y'all better blow out them candles. Okay? Take your food wrappers and beer cans with you. If you hit the like button already, thank you and bless your heart, sugar. If you have not, reach your hand over there and hit that like button to help a sister out. Y'all know I'm always begging for likes. Please subscribe if you haven't. Join membership if you like to. And if you're not able, holler at me. Y'all see my information scrolling across the screen. But I'm going to talk with y'all later. Have a good night tonight. And I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow at the Potomac because we got to unpack the show. I'll see y'all later. Y'all tell my nephew So Debonair and Red Label good night. And we will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye now.
Bye, y'all.